following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
Hey, it's Adeline Van Dyke from Coldwell Banker Faith Properties in Utica. I always get asked, why do I love real estate? It's very simple. I love my clients. I love every single thing about helping them find or sell their home. Making sure the home is solid and ready for sale or solid and ready for the buyer's inspection. To making sure that they're getting the best rate on their mortgage. Making sure they're getting the best price on their house. You know, just everything involved in the sale is vital. My absolute favorite part of real estate is when a buyer walks into the house they're going to buy. I can feel it before they even know they're loving the house. It's just that obvious. So I'd love to experience that feeling with you. So give me a call. Adeline Van Dyke, Coldwell Banker Faith Properties, 315-404-6431. Or you can find me on Facebook or visit my website at centralnewyork.com/Adeline. Thank you, and I look forward to welcoming you home.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
In the Mohawk Valley, for the best real estate service, you gotta have faith. Coldwell Banker Faith Properties, 315-735-2222 or www.centralnyhomes.com.
YOLO, infidels, that's right. It's Hacker Hameen.
This is Al Schneer from the band Mo.
Hey, this is Corey Glover from Living Color.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
Live on EC Radio with the Z-Man. So take the pizza out of your fat moron mouse. Sit back and listen before I give you a $5 face slap. You'll never forget, infidels. YOLO.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
EC Radio, Disruption Networks. EC Radio, Disruption Networks.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's another Monday, but at least it's beautiful in upstate New York for once. And beautiful, I mean 40. And sunny, though. At least the sun is out.
Hey, we'll take it.
We'll take it. That is right. Woo! I'm feeling it today. I am feeling it today. Disruption Networks. This is where everybody goes, I can't see you, but here I am. What's up, everybody? We are live on the D, disruptionnetwork.net. Check us out on the World Wide Web. And also like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Hit up all the social medias. And now I got to make an announcement. We do now have a text line here at the D. And you can hit us up on the text line. We'll be going back and forth all the time if you want. It's 315-351-2940. I got to get used to that text line number. I was used to the old one, but we'll have to figure out some kind of acronym for the back half of that. I don't know, 351 your mama or some shit. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That would be kind of cool.
315 your mama.
Yo mama. 315 yo mama.
Although MTV might be mad about that.
Yeah, no doubt. It's 315-351 2940. So hit us up on our text line. Before we get into anything, I got a new friend in the house with us. But before we get into it, I got to give some love and respect out to a couple of the sponsors. You got to give it up to Steve Ponte Volkswagen. Stop down to their showroom at 5046 in Commercial Drive in Yorkville and see why it's easy to do business with Steve Ponte Volkswagen. Check them out on the web at stevepontevolkswagen.net. And also, if you need legal help quick, you better call Nick, my man Nick Pasalacqua, who is a guest on Home Free tonight with Adeline. That's happening right around 7 o'clock. Nick Pasalacqua will be in the house, so tune in for that. If you need legal help quick, though, you better call Nick. 315-500-NICK is his phone line, and you can hit him up, cnytriallaw.com. It is Z. We're hanging. I don't know where Chicken is today. Who knows where Chicken is? Chicken probably don't even know where Chicken is today.
He's packing something.
He's out doing something. But I do have a guest in the house with us, and we're going to put him switching over. I have to be the producer, the host, the engineer, the podcaster, all mixed up into one. But
you wear all the hats.
All the hats, and I'm bald.
Well.
So, Mike Burke in the house with us. And now we got to tell the story. Last night, you were hitting up all the social medias, all our social media accounts for
I was hitting up
Disruption.
every single one. I even, I guess I was talking to you on 2 different, messaging.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're like, I'm talking to you on this one already. I was like, oh. Okay.
Unbeknownst to you, I'm like admin on all of them. So you're kind of like going back and forth. But it's good to have you, man. I was reading some of your bios, and you're a busy man. Local guy. You're a writer.
Yeah.
You do this podcast. You have the podcast coming out, Breaking Bread with Mike.
Breaking Bread with Mike and Tom.
Mike and Tom.
Yeah.
And now you also do some acting, comedian. There it is.
Acting, a little illustration. I actually used to do stand-up comedy a couple of years ago, 2012, but wasn't really for me. Essentially, I was more like a comedy writer, and I like to put it in the acting aspect. So, but.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, we got people hitting up the text line already.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Longwood. Thank you, buddy. My man Longwood checking in. And it's always a good day when my man sends a pair of boobies over the text line. So thank you. This is the exact reason why I wanted to get the text line up and rolling again. So it's 315-351-2940. Keep the boobies coming. I'll show you later when we take a break. We're working on a TV screen around here.
Perfect.
We need to put that up so you can actually see the boobies that were sent to our new text line.
Right there.
Yeah, it would be great because they're
awesome.
luscious. And thank you, Longwood, for sending out a pair of boobies.
What a name, Longwood.
Yeah, Richard Longwood.
Oh, is it actually his last name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a porn star. I don't know.
He's not a porn star.
It's a
But
good name.
he's definitely a faithful listener and a regular, if you will,
cool.
around the D. But Mike, so talk about Frank Dingle. Frank Dingle is a character that you have.
Yes. So my very first book was called Short Stories of a Man Named Frankie Dingle.
Can you get up a little closer to that, Mike?
Yeah.
There you go.
And so essentially, Frankie Dingle is an everyman character. He's kind of like Bugs Bunny. He gets into weird situations, And so I decided to, after creating him actually in 6th grade, eventually when I was a senior, I decided to write a short story book. And I was like, I kind of want to get this published. Nobody really, obviously I was, I'm from Frankfurt and stuff like that. And no one really was teaching publishing or anything like that. That was kind of a college level course or something. But I was like, I'm going to figure this out. So I did a whole bunch of research, found a self-marketing company or self-publishing company. And I did it, and then I started doing and then just from then on.
How old were you?
I was 17.
17?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're what, 28 now?
28 now. I'll be 29 this year, actually.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a while now.
Yeah.
Now talk about Frank Dingle. Frank Dingle's your alias, isn't it?
So that story is when I started going to college, people started to be like, oh, hey, what's your name? When I was kind of shy, I was like, oh, but I was very, into promoting my book. I was like, oh, you got to check out my book, Frankie Dingle. And eventually all these guys, girls, they started calling me, hey, Dingle, Frankie Dingle. I'm like, oh, great. And a couple of other people didn't know about the book, so they're like, Dingle, does he have dingleberries on it all the time? You know what I mean? I'm like,
I'm changing your name on the title right now.
Are you?
I'm going to put Frankie Dingle.
Perfect.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
It'd be a good porn name.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Some kind of a fetish name or something.
You said you're from Frankfurt, so there's a high probability that you're Italian.
there's a super probability I am Italian.
Hey, Paisan. So you actually add to the ratio and the percentage of Italian guests on EC Radio, and we're
Really?
we're lingering right around 96%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, we are
Okay.
in Utica after all.
Well, yeah, that too. That's true.
Well, 96 and a half. I'm half.
96 and a half.
96
Well, it doesn't. Even if you have like a smidge of Italian in you, it still counts.
That's it. You're done.
It counts. But
Yeah.
I'm glad to have you on. It was funny how we had that exchange last night. I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? Just come on tomorrow. And you're like, all right.
It was crazy though. I really didn't expect that. I was thinking like, oh, okay, they'll get back to me in a couple weeks or whatever. You were quick, man.
I was up bored, bored out of my mind. But yes, and now you also do some acting. You have a podcast out.
Yes. So my buddy Tom and I recently started a podcast called Breaking Bread with Mike and Tom. Right now it's just on like SoundCloud. We're working on iTunes and different RSS feeds.
Yep.
Basically with that, we just kind of, I don't know, we just basically like what you guys do, kind of shoot the shit, like talk about different topics, get into a lot of crazy, discussions and stuff, but we keep it funny, keep it loose and stuff. We like to drink some beers while we're doing it, so, and talk about the different beer and stuff.
Cool. What are some of your favorite beers?
I like IPAs mostly.
Yeah, you're a hoppy guy?
Yeah, I'm super hoppy.
Have you tried the Hoppy Hour Hero?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Love
good.
it, yeah.
It's great beer, right?
It is.
It's about the only hoppy beer I can drink. Is
Really?
that one. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Flower Power was.
That's great.
Yeah, but you consider that hoppy? I
For
thought
me,
that they
that's
had a
hoppy.
little citrus to
It is an IPA. Yeah, it's a citrus IPA.
But it's considered an IPA?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's actually.
I
one of
like
my
Old Man
brother-in-law's
Beer. I like
favorite.
Genesee Cream Ale. I like Utica Club,
Utica Club,
PBR.
Utica Club's
Old
good.
Milwaukee. I
I'm
like
right up
that
there with
shit.
you.
I'm an old man.
Regular Coors, I can do the banquet beer,
but not
the Coors Light.
I'm with you
No?
there too.
Coors Light used to be my number one favorite when I was like, it's like 18, 19, So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like stouts too, or IPA? Your
I
only
like
thing
stouts.
you go to?
Yeah, I like stouts, saisons, lagers. I had some red ales recently that were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
Longwood.
Reds. I can do the Reds.
Yeah.
Longwood, you keep them coming, buddy. I appreciate this text line. Thank you, Todd, for getting this text line up and rolling. Our text line, you can see it on the screen. It's 315-351-2940. We need to come up with some sort of acronym to go along with it, but we'll get to that down the road. Now, Mike, I do want to bring up, I was listening to your podcast last night, and you had, if you don't mind, I'd like to reiterate this stories that you were bringing up. And I'd like to open it up to my crew, actually, and our listeners. But he had a great conversation going on about embarrassing high school stories.
Everybody's got great high school stories.
Embarrassing ones, though.
Yeah.
And his buddy was talking about how he had a boner in the middle of class and he'd get up and hit the chalkboard and shit.
Surprise boners. You only get in your adolescence.
That's what I was bringing up last week about the trapper keeper in front of your boner. Yeah.
The what?
You said keep the trapper keeper in front of your boner, like walking through the hallway.
Or a notebook or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Your
right,
social
right.
studies book.
Oh, man.
So embarrassing high school stories. I'd like to actually open that up to the public. So if you got some embarrassing high school stories, text us on our new text line 315-351-2940 or hit us up on the comments. And we also on Twitch and Restream and YouTube and all those.
I feel like that's a whole
platforms.
book right there. Embarrassing high school stories. Like,
It
all
really
different
is.
thing,
This kid, and it made for great conversation with you guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I got a really good. The very first one that comes to my mind, that I was playing JV basketball, and
boy.
we were coming in for the second half,
Yeah.
and they put me in the game for the beginning of the second half,
Yeah.
and so they inbound me the ball, and I went the other way, and I made a basket for the other team.
No.
I forgot that we switched, and then I look up, and everybody's laughing, and including my parents. I'm like, oh shit! And the coach is like, all right, we're gonna sit you, kid.
Oh my god.
Then another one was we were sitting in art class. I threw up all over the hottest girl at school too. I was so sick, and it just came up, and she was so hot too, and she never talked to me ever again.
Well, I'm sure.
See, I know somebody dared me to take a thing of white out and open up the top and throw it out the window, and so it'd splatter all over the floor. There was like right where we were above the circle for the buses.
Yeah.
So I'm all like quiet, and all of a sudden I whip it out the window and you hear, BAM! And the fucking window was closed. And whiteout went everywhere, all over me, all over the desk, everywhere. I was like, son of a bitch.
That is awesome.
Embarrassing high school stories. There's got to be a million out there.
Oh, God, yes.
Give me another one, Chicken. I'm sure you got another one.
Man, I don't even, I got to think on this.
I got one.
Go for it.
So I remember back in 8th grade, I was doing track for the first time and stuff, and I wasn't that good, you know. I mean, didn't really like to run. I did like the long jump and all that. So of course, you know, we're in Mohawk. We're facing Mohawk.
You just gave me a flashback. Go ahead.
And so it's in between, like, you know, in between games and stuff, and there's a bunch of girls around, a bunch of other, you know, Frankfurt guys, and we're like, you know, trying to impress these girls and stuff. And we were right near like I think it was because they play on the football field, so it was right near the goal there. So we were trying to jump up and grab the goalpost and do some pull-ups and stuff like that. Well, some other guys did it, and the girls were like, well, whatever. I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it, right? So I get up, I run up there, I grab it, I'm up there. I'm only hanging for a little bit, and this girl from Mohawk comes by, whoop, pants me right there. Yeah.
And not expecting it either.
Not at all, no.
Yeah,
I was
so you had no
mortified.
time to fluff or prep or anything, so it was just like...
I dropped immediately, and I'm like hovering up and everything. I'm like, oh my God, like, are you serious? I just want to get on the bus and go at that point. I was done.
See, I was in social studies once. I was about like 7th, 8th grade, and I let a squeaker out. You know, I farted. And it stunk so fucking bad that the teacher actually opened up all the windows and had the class sit outside because it stunk so bad.
We're going to have class outside today.
You gave me a flashback of track. And
Yeah.
in junior high track, when I went to Mount Markham, my track coach was beautiful. She was gorgeous. She, Mrs. Warner, I'll never forget her. She was so hot. So we were all stretching and stuff, and I'm like right behind her watching her stretch.
Yeah.
And of course, I popped the boner. And
in the shorts?
And in the shorts, but we were wearing track shorts at the time, so it's all like sticking out. And all of me was sticking out, and I'm like, oh my God, I had no. And it's time to run.
So that's where they got 3-inch Fury from.
That's what happened. Now you got a boner at track.
Oh God.
Longwood checking. He said he bit into one of those tequila lollipops with a worm in it, and as soon as he swallowed, he puked all over the classroom.
Oh.
Kind of asking for it there, buddy.
Yeah, seriously.
Embarrassing high school stories. I love this. This is some good dialogue, and thanks for the suggestion. I mean, listening to that, I was like, this is so cool. And like that just sparked the thing. And
dude, there's like you said, there's a million of them. There's
a million of them. What's Masucci saying?
Masucci saying, I once farted when I was walking up the stairs in high school. Must have been night after Mexican food because I ended up shitting my pants. Tried to hide it and boogie down over to the nurse's office to be sent home. When I walked in, all the cheerleaders were in there getting physicals. I literally had to had to tell the nurse that I had shit myself in front of all of them.
Oh my God.
Kind of sucked ass, literally.
You're done at that point.
I would have skipped them all.
You're getting homeschooled after that.
Yeah, you might as well just walk out, dude.
Oh, I know I got more. I know there's more, and I got to think about these. But embarrassing high school stories. There's
man,
plethoras. There's
oh my God, I feel like there's so many.
Oh my God, I know I have more, and I'm just drawing a blank. See, a lot of things in high school I can't really remember. I went to 3 high schools in 4 years. Yeah,
really?
I bounced around, troubled youth.
Oh, okay.
You would call it.
Gotcha.
Not really a troubled youth, but just kind of, I don't know, troubled youth.
Just kind of
what? Well, yes, I went through.
How many times you been suspended?
Once.
Oh wow, I got you by a lot.
Yeah, once. Really? I mean, really. The question is how many times you get detention.
Oh,
and
detention.
That was like that was.
I just stopped going to detention.
I just stopped going.
I once organized a sit out in my school.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was a guidance counselor that kind of was always there for us that always got in trouble, kind of stood up for us, and she they didn't pick up her option. She was going to another school, and so we were all kind of pissed. We organized a sit out. We had probably about like 50, 60 kids sitting out front of class, and basically it kind of ended when they're like, get in class, and we're like, all right, well, fuck it, let's go. But it was funny.
Showed them.
It was funny because Bill Keeler's father-in-law was our superintendent at the time, and he came to visit me to like talk about this, but I was already in school suspension for something else.
Wow.
So I get the superintendent come pull me out of in school, and the teachers are like, what the hell did you do? But he was actually really, really cool about it. He liked the idea that we were actually standing up for a teacher, but it was just funny that I was already in school for another infraction.
Right.
You know what would be an embarrassing high school story for me, just in general, is just the freaking mullet that I walked around with back then. That is torture enough right there. If my mom is watching somewhere on one of those platforms, please bust out one of those mullet pictures of mine that I had back in the day.
Bad.
Oh, I've got a couple.
I mean,
pimpled face.
So you're DJ mullet too?
No, but I never DJ'd then. Well, actually, I did DJ with a mullet. Now that I think about it, in the '90s, but I didn't really have a mullet in the '90s. It was just more of a ponytail, right? Is that the same thing?
Well,
Not really.
Was it business in front,
Yeah,
party in
that's
the
what I'm
back?
asking.
Right.
Yeah, business at the front, party in the back.
I'm that old
Were you
that we
kid
had
rocking it?
where mullets were cool at one time.
Well, I blame Billy Ray Cyrus. He kind of like
Achy breaky heart.
Yeah, he kind of remember he like made the mullet famous for a while.
Yeah, he did.
Him and Wayne Gretzky. I feel like Gretzky did too, and Mario Lemieux. A lot of those hockey players made because when they would skate, and they'd skate at like 15, 20 miles an hour, and their hair was blowing back. And majestic. Yeah, I was just a hockey fan. And then also all the wrestlers too back in the day. Everybody had long hair. All your heroes too.
Well, long hair, but I'm
Fabio.
talking about mullets.
Mullets, like Joe Dirt mullet.
Yeah, that's
Heck yeah.
Somebody's got to bring back the mullet. I feel like if you go deep into the woods of Remsen, you're gonna dig up.
I had the old school metal mohawk. The shaved on the sides, long hair on the top, and you just pull it back in the ponytail. You know.
Did you ever you shaved it underneath here and then put the hair back down?
I actually would shave it all the way around and then have the ponytail like from up here, but then I would have the girls at Bosie's put it all in braids.
Oh, nice. There you go. The cosmetology class.
Yeah. I would dye it like bright red and just have them all put in braids and shit.
I know I got one of my cousin Dan who's down in Florida right now, but when he was in high school, he got up in the middle of the cafeteria and he saw the principal in there.
Yeah.
And he got up in the middle of the cafeteria and hit him with a jelly donut and got him like square in the chest. My cousin had that super luck. Like if he would hit something, he would hit it no problem.
Right.
Like gifted type of thing, And he literally got up in front of everybody. And it was either a jelly donut or a chili dog. I got to ask him what it was. And he got him and then like scooched down. But he ended up getting caught. I was like, you're so crazy.
This one girl in my school got in trouble. She took a tampon and dipped it in ketchup and whipped it through the freaking lunchroom, and it hit this kid right in the face.
Oh, man.
Oh, it was brutal. Then somebody brought in a vibrator, and they threw it around the lunchroom, and you'd be sitting there eating lunch, and all of a sudden, like, right on the table, you're like all the way across the table.
A vibrator in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's sanitary.
That's savage right there. Jeez.
We want to know your embarrassing high school stories. Come on, I know you got some. We got the new text line up and rolling, 315-351-2940, or make a comment on any of the video platforms that we're on right now. It was a great conversation. I really enjoyed that one.
No, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, there's just definitely more of that. Like, between the two of us, we got, like, so many things, like, ridiculous.
What else do you guys discuss on your podcast? I feel like you guys do the same thing we do, just kind of like you're all over the place.
Yeah, we're a little bit all over the place, definitely. I feel like we always have a bunch of things to say, and by the time we get together, we just kind of like start clicking and going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
What was he talking about the other day? He was talking about this weird thing. So I guess with mice, they get this. We were talking about parasites and stuff like that. So he was talking about how these mice get parasites in their brains, where it makes them sexually attracted to cat urine.
What?
Yeah, like the weirdest thing, and I guess it's a warning on cat litter, like very strange stuff. Like
what? It's a warning on cat litter.
So
apparently,
it seems like good bait for the cat,
right?
You know?
Like,
I guess you can shit where you eat.
Smat at you, boy.
Monday, and I already got a smat at you, boy.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Funny stuff. How was everybody? Did you celebrate Easter yesterday, Mike?
yeah, totally celebrate Easter.
Did
Went
you?
to my fiance's, the in-laws and stuff like that, and had the big dinner, and then we went down to my grandmother's in Frankfurt for dessert and stuff, and that got nuts.
Yeah.
That always gets wild. We had like all my mom and my aunts and everything, cousins. It was just like crazy. When my one cousin tackled her mother to the ground.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Playfully or?
Playfully, because it was like an April Fool's joke, but then of course it turns a little bit real, like they're all like, we're gonna have a big April Fool's joke, we can hear them whispering, we're gonna like argue and stuff like that, and then like, so they started doing it, they're arguing, and all of a sudden my one cousin, she tackles her mother, who's like, she's gotta be like 70 something now.
Wow.
Yeah, and like, she falls to the ground, and it's like, oh no, it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, you're all like in your late 40s, and like,
Yeah, it happens. Family gets a little crazy.
But it's a good time. It was a good time.
If it's anything like my house too, everybody's talking over each other, but it's like no, they're not fighting. They're just having a normal conversation. It's just normal. It's just everybody's talking over each other.
Right. That's a total thing though. My fiance, she's Irish and stuff like that. So her household, she thinks that they get loud and stuff like that. But like once she comes to like my mom's, my grandma's, we're all talking constantly, loud over each other. Nobody's actually like yelling or nothing. But like she gets like so overwhelmed. She's like, I can't do it, because it's just like it's a different environment.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely chaotic.
Yeah,
because everyone's talking to somebody else, and nobody's listening to the person talking to them because they're talking to somebody else.
Right.
How was your Easter chicken?
It was good.
Hang out, mom.
Yep, hang out, with mom. And my sister hid the eggs for my niece, and so my niece is telling my mother, she goes, "Yeah, I opened up one, and there was onions and mayonnaise in it, and then I opened another one, there was ketchup in it." And my mom's like, "What the hell?" Like, I'm like, well, my sister forget to go buy candy, and she just raided the fridge, and I remembered it was April Fool's Day.
Oh.
So my niece has opened up all these eggs, and there's all this like stuff in there.
That's clever. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're my niece she's 12, 13 now. But when she was 4, she played the best April Fool's Day joke on my sister. 4 years old. She went at 4.
Wow.
She put saran wrap on the toilet bowl.
Oh.
And then put the seat on. And she even knew not to put it on the seat. She put it underneath.
Oh my god.
So when my sister came in to go to the bathroom, it went everywhere. And she was laughing so hard. And she called up my mother, and she was like, "What did you tell my daughter?" My mom's like, "I didn't tell her." My mother said that my father did it to her, but she told her like months before.
Oh,
so my niece went and planned it at 4 years old.
She remembered that.
That's devious.
Got her good, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow. 4
Man.
years old.
I was so proud.
April Fool's though, when's the last time it fell on an Easter?
I don't remember ever falling on Easter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So such a weird thing, especially like to fall on Easter. Come on, like like.
Right, like Jesus comes back. April
Right.
Fools!
April Fools!
I'm not dead!
Got you, motherfuckers.
Maybe that was the first time.
That was the first April Fools.
Nice. I want to switch it up. Talk music a little bit. What are you into these days, Mike? What do you listen to music?
I'm a metal guy, actually.
You're a metal guy?
Yeah.
Awesome. What kind of metal are you in?
My favorite band for a while now has been Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge fan of theirs. They were like super metal screamo like when they were starting out. Now they're getting more musically inclined and stuff like that. So, but
figured out their sound a little bit.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. I love watching a band develop like that. Yeah, it's really cool. How about you guys?
Who broke you into the metal scene?
I've always liked punk and stuff like that, but then like my ex, she was super into some metal and stuff, and she actually got into this band, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna check it out, and it turned out I actually liked it. Like I never really liked like the whole screaming, I didn't understand what the heck they were saying, But then as you listen to it more and more, you start to develop an ear for it, and I'm hooked. I've been hooked ever since. I liked different, basically almost along the same line of metal, but like. Yeah.
See, I think mine started off with like the hard rock, like Motley Crue, into like Guns N' Roses, and then Ozzy, and then I started progressing to their like the old Metallica and Testament and stuff like that, and then kind of spawned off from there.
See, I can never do Metallica.
Oh, the old school Metallica is great stuff.
I was like, oh man, why are they taking so long to like start the song? Like. The intros would always kill me. Like,
see, I like that though.
Yeah,
there's
definitely like everybody likes it. Yeah,
I think earlier when I was younger, I kind of was like, just get to the song. But now I
now you appreciate it more and stuff.
What new metal bands are you into? Like, Bring Me the Horizon's fairly new.
They're fairly new.
They're new to me because
they've been out probably for the last
about 10 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
10, 20 years, something like that.
That's the sad thing is like all the new bands I'm getting into, they've been around 10 years.
Yeah, they've already been around.
Yeah. Well, it's like the marketing. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, nowadays it just takes, it takes a while for a band to develop, because there's no more money in the development and A&R anymore in these record labels. So
that's true.
Now these bands are developing on their own, and
they're just
all they're asking for now is how many likes do they have on their Facebook page and how many views do they have on this.
They're putting it out on YouTube,
social media,
and they could put it out on iTunes themselves and whatnot. Yeah.
But what other bands, the newer bands that you listen to? I'd like to get educated on this stuff. I want to see who's out there. Maybe some bands I should check out that I've never heard of.
I've been into some bluegrass lately too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my fiance is a big like jam band bluegrass type girl.
Yeah, was she in, like Floodwood?
Yeah, Floodwood. We really like the Old Main.
Oh, great! They've been in here a few times.
Were
Great
they?
band.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
they're actually our wedding band.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Seth
we're
and
really
Nash,
excited.
all those guys.
Yeah,
are great.
yeah,
I
those
love
guys
them.
are great. So
Much love to those guys.
Love those guys. There's this one band called Trampled Turtles or Trampling Turtles or something. It's like but it's another like bluegrass type band.
Like David Grisman type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Old in the Way and all that.
Yeah. Or like you guys know Humphreys McGee?
Do I know Humphreys
Yeah,
McGee?
right. Yeah. So those guys are. I just discovered them like 2 years ago because I didn't know nothing about the jam band scene or nothing. And
Z actually knows them.
Really?
Like he actually knows.
They'll be at Paper Mill Island coming up in May. May 17th,
Wow.
they'll be out there running that show. So make sure you get your tickets for that one. That's going to be a great time.
That is awesome.
It's going to be a great time. But yeah, I've been familiar with Humphrey since 1998.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
The first time I seen those guys was
Yeah.
up against a pig barn in the middle of Indiana, and that was a wild night. But
I seen them for the first time. 2 years ago? They played at the brewery, and then
yeah.
when they finished off, they did it with Bob Seger. I was
Yes.
like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like won me over right there.
they're amazing musicians.
Yeah, the thing about them, I mean, that the musician level was amazing, and also like they do go a little bit metal. So like,
they
that
go
kind of
very bit
that
metal.
like hit it for me. I was like, what?
They go
Yes.
very bit metal.
Yeah,
You know, it's a lot of prog rock in there.
Right.
See, I don't really consider, and I know they get stuck in the jam band realm, but I consider them a prog band.
Yeah.
Well, see, I actually
because it's all different crazy time signatures.
That's
and stuff
true,
like
yeah.
that. You know, they're just a rock band that jams.
Yeah.
But that's why I think they're the ultimate like jam band because that's what they do is they just jam. You know what I mean? They go in different areas. It's not like that whole like this is a jam band formula. They're
Right.
just getting up there and jamming. So
They're
quite
not
essentially
out there
they are
doing, like
jam
a
band.
million covers of the Dead. You know?
Right,
Like,
right.
Or trying to sound like the
Yeah,
Dead, or
yeah.
Exactly.
That kills
they
me.
just get up there and jam whatever they want.
Right.
So that's
and they mix
essentially
it so well.
the pure form of a jam band.
That's the one thing I do love about Humphreys is they got that edge to them. They'll kick you right in the teeth.
Yes, they
You know,
will.
they will. They'll kick
So
you in the
awesome.
teeth. And when Bayless and Jake play those, trade leads, I mean,
Yep.
Jake, he's on his own planet when it comes to playing. Like he's on his own plateau. There's great guitarists out there, and another one too is Tim Palmieri. I always got to give some love to Tim Palmieri from Kung Fu. 'Cause he's another one that's on his own level. But so is Chuck Garvey from Mo, and there's Trey is also an amazing guitar player. So in the jam band world, there's a ton of great guitar players.
Yeah.
But some of them are a little bit much more than others, And then
Yeah,
if we're
right.
talking guitar players, the local hero to me is Joe Bonamassa.
Bonamassa. I feel like I've heard that name.
Well, he's a local guy. He's
Okay.
done good, and if you don't know who he is, you better go
look
do
him up.
some
I
research.
go do
He's
some
more
research.
blues.
Okay.
He's more in the blues world.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is the blues right now.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah, but he's been doing more rock and stuff too with his Black Country community. He plays with Jason Bonham and Glenn Hughes from
okay.
Deep Purple, and
Yep.
he's got some great music out there. So check out Black Country Community and Joe Bonamassa, everything he does, and he's a local guy.
Yeah, he's playing
Awesome.
with BB King when he was like 12.
Yeah, he's playing at Eric
insane.
Clapton at Royal Albert Hall.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
after we're done with this podcast, you go home.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Hit your homework.
I've gotten homework now. So.
We gave Kate homework. We're giving you homework.
We got you. Yeah, and I want the report on my desk by 9 a.m. tomorrow there, Mike.
You want
It's
an
gonna
essay?
be. It's only gonna be 2 words. Fucking awesome.
Done. A plus. A plus.
I always wanted to get into a band, But
Do you play anything?
I tried to play guitar like a few times over the years and stuff, but it never stuck with me. I just could never like sit there and do it. And not that I didn't want to, but it's like I had like so many other things that I was doing. I was writing, the drawing, and the acting I got into and stuff like that. So I couldn't like be like, okay, and then also let's do some music stuff here and there. But it's always a thing that you talk about with guys, though, isn't it? Oh, let's start a band.
Yeah.
We could do it,
Yeah. Mike's got a YouTube channel, and one of his like 15-second clips is him in a relationship with bacon. I like this kid.
Kevin Bacon?
No, an actual slab of bacon. So.
Yeah.
What was the name of that title?
That was called Meant to Sizzle.
Meant to Sizzle.
Yeah.
And he's just talking about how much he's got feelings for her,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth. And then the camera pans over, and it's
Bacon.
It's bacon.
How do you feel about Canadian bacon? Is that really bacon or is that just ham?
Oof,
That to me, it's
Hey.
ham.
Hey.
It's good. I like it. But that
is
shit's
good.
ham, dude. That
That's
ain't
ham.
bacon.
It's ham, right? But ham is close enough to the bacon too.
I'd say. Yeah.
But like when you say like bacon in Canada, you're like, are you expecting bacon? And
No,
they give
but
you
you
like a
get-
slab of ham, which is good,
They
but
give you a slab of
it ain't
ham.
bacon.
Yeah.
They're lying.
Right.
Let's think of it.
But you know
It's
what
Canada.
you know what they call Canadian bacon in Canada? Bacon.
Bacon.
That's what,
They don't call it Canadian bacon in Canada.
that's what they call it, American
They
bacon.
just call it bacon. I don't know.
This American bacon is bad, eh?
Well, yeah, Mike. So, Mike, what else you got going on? I feel like you do a lot of projects. You're very busy. You got anything new coming up that you can plug and promote?
Yeah, actually, I have. So I got a new book coming out right now.
Show the camera. You're right up here.
Oh, right up here.
Right
Okay,
up there.
sure, yeah.
See up there.
So it's called Fragments of a Disturbed Mind. It's my second poetry book and my fifth book in general. And so I'm promoting that right now. I'm actually going to be going on tour to a few different venues. I'm going to libraries, cafes.
What's a library?
What's a library? Well, sir.
Is that the book place?
It is the book place. It is the place of knowledge.
It's where we used to go smoke weed behind.
Yeah, that place too. Same place. But I'm going to be going on tour starting April 7th. So my first stop is the Little Falls Library. So I'm excited about that. It's kind of my first time doing one of these reading events. I've done like book signings and stuff like that before for my other stuff, but this one I've got more going on. I've got 5 or 6 different venues so far. I'm working on a couple more. I have my first out-of-state one in June 30th. It's going to be in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. The big one I'm really excited about around here is I have an event at the Mohawk Valley Winery.
Oh, cool.
So I'm really excited about that.
When's that now?
That's going to be April 21st.
Oh,
or April 20th, excuse me. It's a Friday.
It's
at
my favorite day of the
8:30.
year.
Yeah. So definitely come on down. If anybody's in the area, you get some wine, hear some poetry and stuff, and be a good time. But I'm really excited about this book. I really am, and I can't wait to do some more.
Will you give us some excerpts from the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, read us off a little something.
Sure.
Something. Give us a good one. Don't reveal the whole book, but maybe bust out a couple poems for us.
All right, you want something quick, something long? What do you want?
Like Hickory Dickory Dock.
Hickory.
I want a give me something mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
I want something that's gonna make me go
All right. I think I got a good one for you. So this one's called Fighting Disillusionment.
Okay.
It's on page 51. There is resistance all around us, unmoving situations of tension. We want to move on without making a fuss, not wanting to give in to the aggression. Reach inside yourself. You know it's there, waiting, putting desires on the top shelf, realizing what you're missing on creating. Get down to the bones, bleed onto the page. Fuck the 9-to-5 drones. Hell yes, you should have rage. We're not stuck or lost. Rise up and take what is yours. Push forward and don't hold back at any cost. Stop the inner turmoil. Fear becoming complacent. Take vengeance on the way things are. Your reality is so close you can taste it. The dreams you've had aren't really that far. So don't hold yourself back. You've waited long enough. Get out there on the attack. Fuck yeah, it's going to be rough. Guess what, though? You can handle it.
Yeah, dude. I like that one. That's some
cool.
inspiring message for today. I like it.
Thank you.
Very, very
much.
good.
Yeah.
I like it. Get out there.
Yeah,
you should
right?
fear being complacent. I like that.
Yes, yeah.
You
So
know?
that's, a lot of that stuff is in this book. A lot of motivational stuff.
I like that.
Yeah. So get yourself pumped up. Find your fire within you.
Good.
And
Get
start
chicken
getting yours.
fired up.
Yeah.
Get 'em
I
fired
would love
up.
to get chicken fired up.
Let's do it.
Make him some country fried chicken.
There you go. I'm always a fried chicken.
He needs to be inspired. You got to, Mike. You should inspire him.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
Hey, you
Let's get
started
things
off
going.
right there. I like that. That was a great read. That was
Thank you.
very good.
No, thank
so
you
that's a
very
lot
much.
of the stuff that we'll find in this book.
Yeah, a lot of, like I said, building motivation. Also a few of I wrote a lot about falling out of love, falling back into love. A lot of just kind of wacky stuff too, just kind of funny ones that I like to do here and there. One of my favorite poets is Lewis Carroll, who wrote, of course, Alice in Wonderland. But he's got a million poems and stuff too, and he does a lot of silly ones and stuff. And so I wanted to kind of do that kind of a prose level one where it's a story, but it's a poem,
Did you ever read Dr. Seuss's early stuff?
I don't think I have actually.
Oh,
I've
dude,
heard.
that
I've
shit
heard of
is
his early
twisted.
stuff. Yeah,
it is some twisted stuff. Like before he got into the children's stuff, he was into
twisted
some
stuff.
twisted
That
stuff.
sounds amazing.
It is. It's some pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, I know he did like a lot of stuff for like the World War II veterans or World War I. One of them. He did like a lot of cartoons. He would write them, and then of course Warner Brothers would animate them for him to motivate the troops. And
that's
stuff.
cool.
So
yeah, this stuff was a little more twisted than
Yeah.
that. It was very. There's some pornographic stuff. Type
Wow.
stuff. Yeah.
Dr.
Some
Seuss.
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss porn.
okay.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I don't want to.
I do. I'll check it out.
One fish, two fish. Someone blew a fish.
Aw.
That's hilarious.
Jeez.
What did you like to write more than act or podcast? Is there one that you prefer over the other?
Yeah, actually, I've been thinking about this for a few years now because I do so many different things, and I feel I do them pretty good. But I definitely write way more than I do everything else. So I've written 4 other books other than this one, short stories, novels. About 2 years ago, actually, I wrote my first play, which was called First Date, and it was a comedy in 2 acts. And I got it produced at the Players of Utica Theater behind the Munson. And that was a huge learning experience and a lot of fun for me. I starred in it as well. My fiance and I did like a ton of the artwork for it and some of the graphic design. But it was really cool, like seeing characters that I wrote that were in my head and stuff like that come to life through the actors and stuff. And it was just like that was an incredible experience. And I definitely want to do more of that. So I'm working on a few different plays. I'm working on one right now with my aunt, who's also a writer.
Cool.
So yeah, I definitely write a lot more than I do everything else. Acting, I do either theater or I do like I have done a few commercials and stuff as well. Actually, so funny story. I get my very first commercial is in 2012, and of course, what is it? It's every actor's first commercial, an STD commercial.
Oh, nice. So you're the face of herpes.
Yeah. Well, I think I was talking about like gonorrhea or something. I forget, but it's on my YouTube too. It was a Planned Parenthood, sponsored commercial.
I saw the Great Rentals commercial.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Those are
It looked like
fun.
you had a good time making that one.
Those were a blast, man. I was working with the marketing firm was the guys behind that, and so I did the acting and a lot of like improv stuff and like that. But they were a blast to work with, and that was definitely a lot of fun. That's the one I get noticed for the most. Like people just walking on the street doing the dance, and I'm like, oh jeez.
I want to back up a little bit because you were talking about doing a little tour
Yeah.
with your poem book and going out to different places. Now, will you get up and perform, like read some excerpts? Or?
Yeah, essentially. So I'm gonna go in. There's gonna be a little introduction from either the library who's hosting it or the venue that's hosting it, or I'm gonna give an introduction to myself. Then
you get like a megaphone.
Yeah, I think it's big megaphone, big spotlight. Hey, all right,
We're ready.
We're ready.
Cause a
for
ruckus
ya.
in the library.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Let's go.
They're like, shh.
Can you describe the ruckus? Anyways, Breakfast
Yeah.
Club reference. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. And then I don't know, like a 12 to 15 minute read essentially, and then go into Q&A and I'm not gonna have a ton of books available at the venues and stuff like that. I'm gonna mostly do like online sales.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have like either my tablet or a notebook and just kind of take down people's email addresses, see who's really interested and send out newsletters, stuff like that. So no pressure on the audience to like buy things because they're listening, but like just kind of a fun event, just kind of getting out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And get your book out there.
Yeah.
Get your name out there. as
Right,
well,
exactly.
and do your thing, man. That's great, man. We love to support the local artists and the local community as well. And it's great that you hit us up last night.
Yeah.
I'm glad we can make this all happen. What about as far as acting goes? You got some gigs on the horizon as far as acting goes? Or
Nothing going on right
nothing
now.
at the
actually.
moment?
Yeah, nothing at the moment.
Just stick to your writing?
Yeah, I'm really trying to just focus down on one thing at a time.
He's acting like a writer.
yeah, exactly. I'm
one thing at a time is smart.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to keep on track.
What's
with
that
this.
like? When you figure that out, can you let me know?
I'll try and let you know. I don't even know, man. It's hard to stop doing other things.
Right.
So.
Yeah,
But,
you're right, man.
Yeah. That's definitely what was great about like my buddy hitting me up to start the podcast, because it's not like too much extra work. I can still focus primarily on like marketing this thing, but I can also like still do some talking here and there and just be goofy.
So how often do you do the podcast? Weekly?
Yeah, we like to do one once a week. We just started really getting into it, so we have like two episodes. But I think like our first episode, we were like, this is 1.0. You know, this is 1.1 because we're kind of still feeling it out. You know, in the first one, and plus we had to get some new equipment. So, but yeah, we're gonna do weekly podcasts, just talking about anything.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I encourage everybody to do a podcast. If you got the means to do it, do it.
Yeah.
Just click record and do it.
Right. I
You
think
know?
everybody's got something to say.
You got something to say, or maybe even you need to express yourself, and
Yes.
it's probably a good way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a good way for me to do it. Though nobody cares to listen. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Well, you know, it is a good way to express yourself and get the word out there,
Yeah.
and educate, because we've got a whole thing going on where we're trying to educate people on plant medicine.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
with
really?
the iboga root, and it's we were just out at the Mohawk Valley Winery. It's funny you mentioned that a little while ago.
Yeah.
We just had a fundraiser at the Mohawk Valley Winery.
Was that documentary?
Yep.
Yep.
We're doing
Oh,
doing
okay.
a documentary on plant medicine on the iboga plant.
Oh, I was reading a little bit of that. I didn't get to go down there, but like it seemed like really interesting.
Yeah, it's actually something that's been near and dear to our heart, and it's been helping friends, you know, get over some addiction problems.
Wow.
But it's not just addiction; it's also curable for PTSDs,
Oh.
anxiety, depression, you know, different other ailments.
And what is it? It's this root or
It's a
plant or
shrub
something?
that's grown in the jungles of Africa.
Okay.
So we're sending our crew out there to do a documentary on it and the ritual and performance that goes on of giving this plant.
Yeah.
It's like a ceremony type of thing.
That's incredible.
For the Bwiti tribe in Africa.
Yeah.
It's like it's religion to them.
Yeah.
People. And it's very highly effective. Highly effective. There's like an 85% cure rate of whatever your ailment is, or even it helps relieve irritable bowel syndrome, which
I could use some of that.
so
Yeah,
good,
right?
so
Yeah.
good chicken.
I don't give a shit. But
No, but it's very it cures, it helps, and we have friends that it has helped, so we know people
Yeah.
near and dear to our hearts.
Is that how you
actually.
heard about it? Kind of like people that you
Yeah,
know?
it's a long story and
Yeah.
how we heard about it, and
That'll be in the
we've-
documentary.
The documentary is going to be, you know, we're just it's in pre-production right now.
Mhm.
So we're trying to figure out all the logistics, and
Yeah.
I mean, going to Africa is not going to be cheap, so that's why we
No,
started
yeah.
a GoFundMe page,
Right.
And we're just
we're
getting the
doing
discussion
fundraisers.
going too, you know,
Yeah.
like on this because you know not a lot of people know about it.
No.
And you know, I've been talking to my doctors every time I go to a doctor visit. I bring it up.
Yeah.
And none of them have any idea what you know, that
Really?
it even exists.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
so it's just trying to get that discussion going. And I just found out a friend of mine, she did a report on it in college.
Oh, really?
Abigail.
Oh, cool.
And she's like, I didn't think anybody was interested in this. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, we are. You know, like because it works.
And we have a friend of ours, I'm not going to say his name, that actually just got some or is getting some.
Yep.
And he's going to try to help himself out as well. So, you know, we've been spreading the word. And we've been spreading the word because we've been doing Disruption since January 30th of last year. So
Yeah.
it's like almost a year and a half or
Right.
whatever. And we've been spreading the word for about a year and a half on this plant. And
once we had-
it's a miracle plant. And, of
Right.
course, it's
Oh, so-
illegal in the United States.
It's illegal in the United
But it's
States?
legal in Canada and Mexico. In fact,
Yep.
there's clinics in Mexico that you can go to
Canada.
Yep.
in Canada.
And
Yeah.
in Canada. I mean, as we
That's why everybody's so nice in Canada.
when we
That's
first
true.
found out about it and we seen the success, you know, firsthand,
Yeah.
then other people started coming out and trying it, and then we started talking to other people, and now, you know, the people in Canada that run the clinics, they've gotten in touch with us.
Really?
So we're going to go there for the
Oh man.
for the documentary and show that aspect
Yeah.
of it, that like, hey guys, this is like they're doing this already and in other countries. Why aren't we doing it here?
Right, yeah.
If it's so dangerous and so risky, then why are they doing it legally in other places?
Right.
And these people have been contacting us, and we've been finding other people that have tried it and have succeeded.
Wow, man, that's
So-
incredible. I think that'll definitely take a while to like. You're probably gonna have to lobby
Yeah,
like the government and stuff like that.
It's
and,
going to
like,
be
So this will definitely be a great start. The documentary will show like a huge aspect of this plant that nobody knows about, and you know, and how beautiful it is that it helps so many people. It's great.
And our friend Emily is just about on a year sober, like right
From the
within
plant.
this week or next week, I believe, would be her actual 1 year anniversary that she took it and is now sober.
Wow.
So congrats to her, man.
Congratulations.
Really proud.
Absolutely, man.
1 year.
That's
1
great.
year. She's killing it. Killing it. And we also have a couple other friends out there as well. But Emily is our first story on the whole thing,
Yep.
actually. She is the first person that we knew to take
Wow.
it. And she's been sober for over a year. She got herself a job. She's
Yeah.
all, you know, she was on her deathbed.
Yeah, right.
And
But we also want to get in everybody's heads. It's not just for addiction. It's
Right.
not, it also for PTSDs and depression.
Which is so
and stuff,
important, yeah.
It really is.
Anxiety.
There's an amazing 22.
And we're just
20
scratching the surface on this.
22 soldiers a day commit suicide because of
Wow.
PTSD. 22 soldiers a day.
That's
And again,
incredible.
and when we think of PTSD, it's not just soldiers. I mean, it's
No.
firemen, police officers, nurses, your everyday person.
Even
that's
women
gone
and
one
men.
through a trauma.
Any
Yeah.
kind of traumatic experience.
Yeah.
You know, you lost a loved one or witnessed a murder. You know, things like that. You know,
Right.
really
It's
kinda,
these tragedies that like get inside their heads essentially, and don't
It's
let
too
them
bad.
go. Yeah.
But I also want to give some props out to the Mohawk Valley Winery, man. They put on a great shindig for us, man. They
Yeah.
had,
They're incredibly nice too. Did you work with Mitra?
Yeah, Mitra's great.
Ah, she's fantastic.
A friend of mine,
Yeah.
she's on this crazy diet, right? And like she can't eat certain things, and so she's asking Mitra, and Mitra, like most places you could go to, and they'd be like, oh, well, this is what we got, fine. No, she's like, oh, wait, I could do this, I could do that, I can. She's like, well, I can't have this. Well, okay, we'll substitute that with some nuts, and we'll put some chicken on her. We'll do this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Worked with her.
Boom, she's
Yeah.
like working with her, and it was great. Like I was like, wow, she really knows her shit too. And
We love our Mitra May.
and
She
I'm
takes
not a
good care
wine
of us.
drinker, so
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, man, I might have to sneak in some UCs or whatever. But they had, what was it, the Varick Street Light or something like that? It was freaking great. I was like,
Is that a type of wine?
yeah, they had it out
Okay.
there, and I was just like, man, I can actually drink this. I had like 3-4 glasses of that.
I had the slushies.
Did you go into slushies?
Nice.
I like the ice
brain
cream headache.
freeze?
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, man.
It's like taking a hit of nitrous balloon.
And it just, being at the winery, I was like, man, how come this place really needs some more love? Because it's
Absolutely, that's what I think too.
It's a
like-
great, great place.
It is.
Utica needs that place.
Oh yeah.
They need a place like that. So
It's definitely brings something new. I mean, you get so many bars on Varick Street, and they're all their own thing. But it's nice to have one that kind of focuses in on like wine and stuff like that. It's a huge, everybody's got the
Yep.
beers, yada yada. But like this winery, I think it's really cool that they also make the wine there.
Right.
And
they have
like,
great cheese platters and
Yeah.
food and stuff.
Yep.
I think it
Yes,
complements.
yeah, great
Wake-
brunch. I've heard. Yeah.
I think it complements Wakely's perfectly.
Yeah, and Mitra's a great host. too.
Yeah.
She really kills it.
Yeah.
She does. It does compliment Wakely's.
They're very similar. They're very nice
Yes.
places, but they're not stuffy. But
No,
they're
no.
nice.
Yeah, I like Wakely's as well. I've been in there a few times.
In the summertime, when they get their backyard open at the winery, it's really cool to kind of sit there in the backyard and the courtyard
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
I like it. Varick Street's gonna be bumping this summer.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah?
my God, we got 12 shows down there this summer on top of Saranac Thursday and everything else that's going down there, and you might be seeing a little reunion happening soon too down at Varick Street.
Street Rock.
No,
Brass Knuckles.
no,
Chokeslam.
no.
Damn.
You'll see, chicken. Always late to the party. Well, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on. Bunch of stuff going on down at the brewery. And also, I got to make a mention too that today Creative Concerts announced that we're going to be doing Sundays over at Good Nature Brewery in Madison. And we'll be over there with Giant Panda Gorilla Dub Squad and a whole bunch of other great bands. So check your local listings for that. That was just announced today. So I'm looking forward to getting out there to Good Nature on Sundays. It's gonna be we're out. You know where to find me in the summertime on Sundays. I'll be over there at Good Nature Brewery in Madison. So
They're a great brewery. I've been there a
doing
few
everything.
times.
You know, I haven't been
Fantastic.
there.
You've
They
been
have-
there?
I heard they have great food, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they got a lot of great food actually. Yeah, I've never been there before either, but like my fiance's brother's girlfriend is like a huge beer drinker, and she knows like all like the breweries, like and he her brother knows him. Her brother's actually the manager down at Nail Creek. So he just knows like
Wait, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, Mac?
Yeah.
Big Mac or
Big
Little
Mac.
Mac. Actually, he's Little Mac. There's Big Mac, Little Mac, Mini Mac, all the freaking
McNamara's,
all the
yeah.
rugby nicknames that they gave themselves.
Daddy
back in
Mac,
the day.
Mac Daddy, wiggity.
Oh, so your girlfriend's a McNamara?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you poor bastard.
That's what people call me. Why do they keep saying that?
Right on. That's awesome. Actually, great people. I've known
Yeah.
Chris and Craig and Mike for
Oh,
many
yeah.
years,
Yeah,
and
Craig,
they
cool.
all frequent my bar back in the day. I used to have to throw them out sometimes. So. But that's cool. So is that what you do? Is like you like to hang out at different breweries and stuff like that? Test
Yeah,
beers
occasionally
and-
here and there.
Where's some of the
Like-
places you hang out at?
Locally, like I like to go to pretty much the Nail Creek.
Nail
I go
Creek.
to the Green Onion Pub.
Yeah.
But then like I've been up to Good Nature, been up to
Woodland.
Woodland, yes. that's what I was
Woodland
just trying to
kicks
think.
ass.
Yeah, Woodland's awesome. I think that's where they do like the big movies and stuff like that in the yard. You don't know?
No.
It's one of them.
Maybe they did.
Yeah. Stockdale's is pretty cool. if you go up
Stockdale's,
there.
Skinny, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of great bars in the area.
Good bars, a lot of breweries around here. You
Yeah.
know. You don't even know until you start like looking. You know?
Right.
Like now you got Copper City.
Yeah, Copper City.
What's
yeah.
it? 12 Stone, 16 Stone.
16 Stone Brewery. Yeah,
Where's
that's
that
another
at?
one. There's Crazy Willie's up in Ilion too.
It's
Oh,
Holland
Crazy
Patton.
Willie's,
Yeah.
right?
Holland Patton is
Holland Patton.
yep, 16
Okay.
Stone.
16 Stone.
Ever since they deregularized that law where you can have a brewery now.
Fulton Chain up in Old
So
Forge.
now everybody's opening breweries,
Everybody's
which is
doing
great.
it.
Though.
Yeah,
It's good.
why
I
not?
think it's awesome.
Million microbrews and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember back in the day, the only one you could get around here was Empire Brewing Company.
Oh yes. Out of
Besides
Syracuse, right?
Saranac, of
yeah.
course.
Well, yeah.
But Empire Brewing Company, they were doing it
Yeah.
for a long, long time, and they're still doing it at a high level.
Yeah.
And they put out a good product as well.
Definitely.
And you get more interesting type beers too now. Like went up in Old Forge, they have that Fluffer Nutter or whatever it's called.
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
It's like a peanut butter type beer.
Yes.
Where is this?
The one up in Old Forge.
Oh, I got to try it.
I want to try
Fluffer
that
Nutter.
too, man.
I heard it's excellent. They were at the
Peanut butter beer?
yeah, they were at the zoo.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
They're at the zoo and everyone was raving about it. But by the time I got down there, they're all out.
Ugh.
There was that one, and they had like a cucumber beer, which I didn't think I was gonna like, but it was nice
Cucumber
and
beer.
light.
Oh, okay.
It was like a beer that like you would drink like out in the sun, like if you're on
Yeah.
a boat or hanging on the beach, you could drink something like that.
All right. Something light. It sounds nice.
That's what I like something light in the
Yeah.
sun, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they also had like a pumpkin that was like really really good out there in
Longwood, you keep these
Pumpkins.
pictures coming, buddy.
Oh, boy.
You keep them coming, buddy. I love
wanna
it.
see.
I love it.
We gotta get that TV
Where's
up, damn
that
it.
big
That-
screen?
maybe that should get some motivation for you to get the TV up, chicken.
Yeah.
So you can look at boobies every day. 315-351-2940. That is our new text line that just got installed like 5 minutes ago. So you could text us on that line and say that you're out there. And also, or you could comment on all the video platforms that we're here.
And
too.
since we don't have a TV up here, so I can't see, I encourage everybody to send dick pics
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Z can check them out.
All of them.
Nobody will. Nobody will. Nobody has the balls.
Balls too. Send those. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, send your ball pics.
But the Longwood, you keep these coming, buddy. And the one girl's got a tattoo of a stormtrooper on her leg. I like that. Actually.
Oh wow.
Man, the girls you hang out with, Longwood, we got to do the party in the summertime with them. If we can
Yeah.
find time to go down there, because Longwood has a pool party every year. That
Let's do it.
We need to go disrupt. You know what I'm saying? But-
And then we got
have the podcast down there.
right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do
Take
one
this
up
thing on the road.
over
Yeah, there
at
you
my
go.
house too. We have to do one on the lake.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun, like we kind of did last year with the other show.
Well, I do want to talk about, since we are talking about taking it on the road, this Saturday, Tomato Pie Day is happening at the Parkway Rec Center. Mike, you going to go out to that?
You know, I've never been to it actually, and I've always wanted to try. I see like the posters up everywhere, but I've never gone to it. I don't know why.
You
April
should check it
7th.
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's this Saturday. It's up at the Parkway Rec Center. Pre-sale tickets, they're only $3. And then
Wow.
if you want to not pay the $3, you can pay
Right.
$5 at the door.
Huh.
And you get to sample about like 12 different vendors, all different styles of
And
tomato
when does
pie.
that start? What day
It
is
starts
it?
at noon, right? Chicken
Noon?
Wings is
Yep,
there at
noon to
that?
4.
Noon to 4.
4. Okay.
And last year it was packed, so if you want to go, I suggest to get there kind of early.
Yeah.
And it was packed, and a lot of these places, they didn't know what to expect because it was the first year.
Right.
So they ran out of tomato pie, which is kind of a good
That's
thing.
kind of a
You know,
good- yeah,
it's a good thing,
yeah.
right? And a lot of people are running back out to get more, going back to their bakeries or their shops or
Wow.
their pizzerias or whatever to get more. And this
That's
year,
awesome.
I think they're all prepared. They know what's
They've
what's
got
coming.
it.
I think
Yeah.
they got it down. They know what's coming. Us here at the D, we're going to be broadcasting live pretty much the whole time. So I'm looking forward to that and
That's
chopping it up with
awesome.
some of the vendors. And we bumped into so many great friends last year, too. So it'd be good to see a lot of old friends. And big ups to Jay Sumner for putting it on. He should be coming in this week. And also coming in tomorrow, Angela BB Design. She'll be in here tomorrow. We're talking
Nice.
Flower Fest. I just got done with a meeting at Flower Fest. We'll announce the bands tomorrow when she
Cool.
comes in. And we got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot.
That's
And
good.
we can't
Keep it
forget
coming.
about the Barden Mud Fest, too, which happens next weekend. That's next weekend. Wow. And all this stuff is
Already.
coming up so damn
Yep.
fast, you know?
Then we got Flower Fest coming up shortly after
As
that.
soon as you know it's going to be Christmas.
No. Stop.
It all happens so damn fast. though.
They're gonna start playing Christmas music right after 4th of July.
But Tomato Pie Day, going back to Tomato Pie Day, that's
Yeah.
going to be a great time this Saturday at the Parkway Rec Center. So come on out, enjoy a whole bunch of tomato pie, and they've got a lot of vendors and food, and
Yeah, they got other things too. So
yeah,
you
it's
know,
not just tomato
Not
pie.
just tomato
yeah,
pie.
somebody else have
Okay.
like rice balls for sale
Oh, rice
or
balls,
like
that's
different
awesome.
other little side things. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
which is great. You know, everything's pretty cheap and but good, man. It was
Well,
great.
you don't have to pay for it. You just pay the
Well,
$5 at the door.
Well, they have
Really?
certain things that they sell.
Oh,
on the
right,
side.
right.
Oh,
Sell
okay.
on the
Like
side.
you said,
I
if the
gotcha.
rice balls or something like that.
Okay.
Kind of mix it up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great event.
Who doesn't love a big food day? You know.
Oh,
what
I
mean?
love
Like,
food days.
Food day is great.
We love to eat around here. That's for damn sure. That's what we do. Well, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of good stuff, and it's pretty much going to kick off the summer, I think. You know, all these events that are going on. Even though the weather's still kind of cold, but it's sunny out today. It looks nice.
It's
out there.
getting up there though. I
Right?
think it's gonna start like warming up, brightening up. We definitely got rid of a lot of snow.
Yeah.
You know, so
We can't really complain. It wasn't that bad of a winter.
No.
Right? Do you agree?
it
I mean,
was-
there was a couple cold spells there in January, and then we got but honestly, we really didn't get hit with that much snow.
Well,
when
hit,
it
like,
did,
it
it
was,
got
like,
hit,
last
and then
year
it
we got hit a
stopped. and-
ton.
It wasn't a full we didn't get hit with like huge storms, but we got hit consistently. You know, like, there's been snow on the ground pretty much.
Yeah, it was
all
like
winter.
steady.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that bad. How many times they closed school? I don't think they closed school that many
Hardly
times.
ever.
That's how you could judge it. If they is how bad of the winter is how many times they closed school. And then they
Right.
closed school a few times. I
Yeah.
remember they closed school right after the Super Bowl, right? Because we had that big blizzard, the Super Bowl Sunday there.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah.
And then that was pretty
See,
much it.
I must see a different part of the winter because like seems like every night I'm driving home from the bar working, it's a freaking blizzard. So, like,
Well, we are
sucked.
You're in the
definitely. I
tundra.
think we're definitely through winter though.
Yeah,
We're
yeah, I would
definitely
say so.
through winter.
You know what I love about the snow days thing? I like I know a lot of people in down south, so I love seeing it when they get snow days.
Yeah.
I'm like really?
Yeah,
Did
2 to
did you
3
really get a snow
inches,
day?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's flurrying a little bit. We have to close down everything.
There was ice in the gully. Let's close the schools.
Yeah.
Well, their infrastructure and their roadways aren't built for it.
No, I
Plus,
know.
they don't have the equipment to deal
Right.
with it. So
Yeah, that's
if
why
they
it
get
is.
2 inches of snow, everybody just shuts it
Yep.
down. But hey,
Yeah.
you know what? It's funny though because you get all those upstate New Yorkers
Yep.
that move down there specifically to get away from the cold, and these are the people that as soon as they get down south
Yeah.
or they get anywhere, they got to post on how beautiful
Oh,
the
right.
weather
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous here. You
You
guys
get all
should
the-
leave New York right now.
Yep.
It's so awesome here. you
Thanks,
know?
Dick.
And then comes January and they get a snowstorm and they're like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to be dealing with this shit. I left New York for a reason. Oh,
Right. Yeah, I left New York for a
It's
reason.
called karma.
Or you get September and like they're getting hit with like all kinds of like hurricanes and tornadoes.
Yeah.
And you're like, haha, fucker, I'll go shovel my driveway. At least I don't have to repair my entire house.
It's called karma for posting all those sunny videos.
That's
and,
right.
You know, those people that rub it in, and those are the people
That's
that
my
always.
dad. He rubs it in.
And
To me.
you know what? Your dad is probably going to be moving back at one time. Too,
And you know what
so-
kills me about these people that move to Florida, right? They move there so they have
Yeah.
the sun and,
Yeah.
and everything, and they go outside anytime they want. But then they never freaking go outside. They sit in the house all day long in their damn air
It's too
conditioning.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm running to my buddies. I go down to visit. I'm like, hey, you guys want to go play golf? I'm like,
Yeah.
no. You guys want to go to the beach? Nah. Like, what are you doing? You just sit in your freaking house.
the AC.
So what's the point? At least like when we have nice weather, you know, the 3
Full
or 4 days
advantage
that
of
we
it.
have nice weather, we're out there doing shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Like,
We appreciate summer more.
Yeah.
yep, absolutely.
And Kathleen's checking and says, "Hi, Mike. It's 80 here in sunny Florida. Hey, rub it in. We got a
Great,
sunny day
great.
today too. So
yeah.
there.
Yeah. I
We
out
got
and-
sun too.
It's half at
This is
80.
swimming weather.
I went outside without a shirt this morning.
Boom. There you
Oof.
go.
Well, I mean, just with a shirt on. I shouldn't say without a shirt.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So no
all right.
pants.
It
So
was
you
like-
just went
there
with-
It was a
just
nightie,
shirt.
little nightie.
No shoes, no socks.
You went like looking like the 3 little pigs, like just a shirt, no pants,
Right.
anything.
Well, it said no shirt, no shoes, no service. So
Oh.
I just went with pants on.
Boom. There you go. Solved.
So boom.
Thought you had me, huh?
No, but it's starting to warm up. We're
Yeah.
starting to definitely go through
They seen your Canadian bacon.
the Canadian
They seen it.
for sure. My ham wallet.
Oh god.
Guess it's better than roast beef.
It definitely is.
Why?
It definitely is. Are you? And you guys gonna watch the NCAA basketball championship tonight?
Probably.
That's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up tonight.
Yeah, I might do
Villanova,
that, yeah.
Michigan. It's,
Did you see that game last night? The women's basketball.
oh yeah, the
College?
girl she had 2
Notre
game-winning
Dame?
shots back to back in a
Oh
row.
my
I
god!
seen
What
the
a
highlights.
game!
Yeah.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. Dave Bauer's checking in. He says, no matter where we go, we always come back. And that's true. That is true. They do end up eventually coming back.
What's up with that? Why? We don't learn? No.
Because you can take the boy out of the Utica, but you can't take the Utica.
I
out of the
moved to
boy.
Florida twice and came back.
Yeah, I moved.
Because I mean,
I think
to
you're
me-
mentally unstable.
Well,
No.
to me though, it's like I mentioned last week. You know, everything is like chain restaurants and
Down there.
I was living in Cocoa Beach. The city was founded in like 1933. I
Wow.
grew up in a house older than that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and nobody's from Florida. Everybody's from somewhere else. So
Right.
you got like no history with anybody. So for me,
man.
like when you come back to a place like this, like Joey over here, peed his pants in 3rd grade. You know what I mean? Like you
Right.
know something about everybody.
So there's sort of that sense of community you
Yeah,
missed,
it's like a
essentially.
home. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get that in Florida.
No,
Well,
you don't.
Not at
yeah.
all. I mean, everybody has their own
Maybe
time.
the people in Florida who are from there get it. You know what I mean? But us moving down there wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Everybody's on their own time, too, down there. They don't give a shit
Yeah.
about
Speaking of
time.
Florida, my buddy Lenny and Lance's mom just checked in from down in Florida.
Lenny Lance.
Kathleen, she love you guys, and it's fun to bust the B.
Yeah.
I think she meant the D.
She meant the D.
But
That's Lance's mom?
yeah, love you, mom, across it.
That poor woman.
Yeah.
That poor woman, no doubt. I love Lance. That's my man. That's my favorite roadie of all time. But Kathleen,
See,
you must be a saint.
you take Lance, I get Lenny.
You must be a
We
saint.
get a lot of shit accomplished. If you take Lance, I'll take Lenny.
With Lenny just being there.
Well, Lenny's like he's my.
I mean, getting shit accomplished.
Right, Lenny's like my switchblade or Swiss Army knife. Swiss Army knife. I mean,
Swiss
just
Army man.
Yeah, just do like set up your camping, build a fire.
Chicken
and,
hands it
and
to
make
him and
food,
watches
man.
him do everything.
Dude,
He's supervising.
yeah, absolutely, you have
he
to.
just
with Lenny.
sits there and watches.
Yeah.
You have to with him but he definitely knows his shit, man. He's definitely somebody you want to take in the woods.
Yeah.
That poor woman, though. God, she must be a saint to deal with those two. She says she loves you, too. Nice. Well, thanks for checking in. And if anybody out there is listening to, I have a bunch of listeners out there, actually. If you could just share this video, that would be great. It would help us out immensely. We are talking to Mike Burke, our new friend. Mike, I feel like you should come in often and just kind of hang out.
I would come in anytime you guys want. Just drop by, Maybe I'll bring some tomato pie.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, now when you become a frequent guest,
Yeah.
you start getting in the swing of things, then you'll start to know you have to bring us gifts.
Wow, of course. I got you.
We like food, we like weed, we like beer, we like
Women.
whatever.
Well.
We have it all. Yeah, but I'm sure we'll see a lot this summer, too. You said you frequent down at...
Oh, yeah. I'm out all over the place, man. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely be running into each other. Now I know what your faces, exactly look like, you know. So.
Instead of the font.
Yeah, right. Like,
So now when we see him running the other way, he's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
know why.
not those guys again.
Shit. We know why. Do you carry your book with you to sell, like, if you're out in public or whatever? Like, out of the back of your car or something?
Just open up my trunk, You're like, hey, everybody. I've thought about it, I want to get one of those big trench coats and, like, pop them out and be like, by the way, I'm an author.
No clothes on.
Woo! Yeah. Whoops, wait. But no, I don't really I carry like this one around occasionally, just kind of walking around, seeing different people, and always just kind of little promotions here and there, So.
You should just like leave it at the doctor's office. Like leave it on a table here. Everywhere you go, just leave one.
It's a coffee table.
It's not a bad idea.
Go in your friend's bathroom, leave one in their toilet. Like
they're like, Mike again.
Where can they find the book online if they're interested in purchasing it?
It's going to be online at lulu.com / well, it's kind of a long thing, but if we could put the link up on the page maybe. And
yeah. What is it? Tell me. I'll put it in right now, Mike.
Sure, let's do it. Jeez.
Lulu?
Yeah, it's going to be lulu.com.
LULU?
Yeah.
Okay. / Okay.
I'm going to give it to you to look at because
it's all crazy?
Yeah, it is all crazy.
It is all
It's under fragments.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot. I don't have like a small link right now. But.
Text it to me.
Okay, I will.
Or put it in that little chat that we had earlier,
Yeah.
and I'll copy it, and we'll
I
do
think
it
it is in there actually. But.
We'll do it. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We'll put it up there, and I'll make sure it's up there, and I'll
yeah.
pin it
Or
to the top.
you can also go to my Facebook page, which is at Mike David Burke, or just type in Mike D Burke, and it'll pop up right there. It's right there with the link. So.
And you're pumping out content all the time.
All the time, constantly. I'm coming out with different things.
Uh-huh.
So definitely always entertaining stuff going on.
Do you just have like an epiphany and be like, I'm going to record that, and then?
I try to my big thing is what I've learned from a lot of different content creators is it's content for content for content. You know what I mean? So like you make a YouTube video, you write an article about it, or you make a book, you do some movies here and there about it here, and so it's always something leads into something else. So that's how I keep the content going, and then organization. So.
Yeah, that's what. Teach me that. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
We all need that. That's for sure.
It's definitely the toughest thing I always hear people say. They're like, I just can't, like, sit down and, like, organize how to do all this. And, like, it takes time. I mean,
are you like an OCD type of dude, or?
When it comes to this stuff, yeah. Actually, when it comes to cleaning and stuff, too. So, yeah, I guess I am an OCD kind of guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, they always think, like, oh, you can't be super organized if you're going to be creative and stuff like that. It's always like, oh, it's got to be chaos everywhere and stuff.
Yeah, what's the opposite of OCD? Because that's what I got.
Me? ZEE.
Yeah.
There you go.
OCD, and then the opposite is ZEE. So
Todd will come in here and he's like, where's this? Where's this? And I'll have him in the most obscure places because it's like, I don't know. I'm living.
But you know where it is.
But I know exactly
Yeah,
where it is. And then when
yeah.
somebody cleans up and organizes, I'm like, where the fuck is everything?
Are you kidding me?
I had this perfectly set under this thing over on this side. And
Yeah.
like, dude, why is it there? I have no idea.
Lenny and Lance's mom is saying she's coming up on June 19th, and she'd love to stop in the studio and see us. So,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. Open door anytime you want to come in.
Hopefully Lenny will have that table for us.
Yeah,
by that time.
Just come on in, pop on in. I'm sure we're gonna see those guys really soon as well. So
you love
and happy Easter, Mama. I have to wish her a happy Easter. So
yeah,
those guys are like my brothers from another mother. So
Easter, what is that? You know what we did for Easter? We got the 4-wheelers tuned up for
nice
for the spring and summer. So
very nice.
Did you take them out yesterday?
No, it was too cold.
Ah,
it was too cold. We got them prepped. That's usually what we do.
It was better than what I expected, though. Yesterday they were talking like rain and sleet, like all
Right.
that kind of stuff, and at least it was sunny and decent,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, it's good to see Mom. I haven't seen Mom for a while, so we did the Easter thing. We don't really
Does she hide the eggs for you?
give a rat's ass. She used to. We don't really give a rat's ass when we were younger,
Yeah, well, yeah,
She-
everything's a bigger thing.
There would always be like a couple quarters in the eggs, and then there would be the 20 somewheres hidden somewhere else, and so that was fun. But we haven't done that in years.
You should. Just be like, Ma, I want to hide the eggs again.
Yeah.
Come on.
My friend Kate checked in. She said, "Organized chaos." Yeah, it's about
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's about
okay,
right.
That's definitely a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, OCD, ZEE. It's named, yep, that's got all that shit. And Lenny and Lance's mom is laughing at us. She said, "Thank you, happy Easter." This is what happens over here, and I'm really excited. We got this text line happening over here.
That's pretty
cool.
awesome.
It's here, and soon we'll be taking calls. That's really, really right around the corner.
And then we can really get rid of these couches.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, once the couch auction, comes up on the text line.
Oh yeah, and we can
The
start
couch
yeah.
auction.
I don't get it.
It's a long story. We don't
I
even
don't.
want to.
Okay.
We're not even going to give them
Don't
the
even.
benefit of the doubt over here, but they get no satisfaction. But yeah, it'd be great when we could start taking calls and we get some callers calling in and get some frequent action going on. And
You should get some FaceTime calls, huh? And then you get the big screen, you pop the people up there.
Yeah, that's in the works too. Well, we have Skype. We do interviews through
right.
Skype
Yep,
right
Skype.
now.
Yep.
But the call line would be good too. And it would
Skype
be
is a
good.
wonderful thing, though, isn't it? Like,
It is.
I mean, back in the day, like everything when I worked in radio, everything was you couldn't see anything. Didn't have the webcast, but,
Right.
like you only took the voice calls. But now it's really cool. It's like you could do the Skype and you actually see the person front, so you get a great interview anywhere in the world.
It's very easy to communicate when you can see the person
Yeah.
instead
Yeah,
of being on the
yeah.
phone. A lot of times when you're doing a phoner interview,
Yep.
you're kind of walking on each other because you're like, all right, here's a question real quick.
Right.
And you don't know if he's finished, and then he asks the next one.
Yep.
It gets, but when you can see each other face to face,
Oh, it's
it
so much
makes
better.
it
And
yeah.
just so much easier.
And it's about time. You remember being a kid
Yeah.
and like growing up and like it was on like Star Trek and all
Right,
these
right,
different
all
like
these different
TV shows.
things,
Like,
yeah.
oh, they get to see people. I wanted that to happen, and
Yeah.
like now it's here, and we're like, it's Skype.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you
It's-
know.
But then like I remember when my brother Skyped my grandfather from Florida, and
Florida.
my grandfather was like, "Where are you?" Like he was like amazed that he's able to like talk to my brother face
Yeah.
to face. It was so cool.
Oh, that's
and,
awesome.
And like you get to set him like he's on the computer and we're hanging around the living room and like he's right there with us.
yeah.
So it's really cool.
yeah, you just kind of hang out. Mm-hmm. You're there. Modern technology, you gotta love it.
Heck yeah, man.
Have you ever used Skype sex? Have you ever had Skype sex?
No.
no, me neither.
Sounds interesting.
I want to.
I want to. Ladies.
Send me your Skype address.
ZE is ready.
Which changed the whole game of porn now. Because now you
Skype?
got those
Oh, the webcam.
webcam stuff
things.
and
Yeah.
Yeah, porn's definitely changed.
yep.
No more VHS like back in my day.
VHS.
Yeah.
Now you definitely
The beta.
Now you really got to learn how to do one hand when you're holding your phone up.
You gotta get a stand. That's all. You just get like one of those little stands. It's easier.
Yeah, get a little professional. Okay, jeez.
That's easy. That's easy. Let's plug your tour one more time that you got coming up because you're doing a book tour. Let's talk about your book.
So I'm
again
doing the
one more
book
time.
tour. Fragments of a Disturbed Mind is my second poetry book, fifth book in general. Got the tour coming up. First one is Saturday, April 7th at the Little Falls Library at 1. Again, all this information is also on my Facebook page, Mike D. Burke.
What's the D for?
David.
David?
Yeah.
Not disruption.
Not for. It could be for disruption. I'll legally change
Mike
it. Yeah.
D. The D. Burke.
You want me to endorse you that much? I'll do it. But yeah.
How new is this book?
I just did it. I just finished publishing it like the beginning of the year, essentially.
Oh wow! So
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had been writing it
months?
for 2 years probably, but like finally, like I just was like, I'm ready. Let's do it. You know, I did all the formatting and stuff. I designed like the outside and everything like that too.
I can't imagine writing a book taking
No, not
a
at all.
short
No.
time. I can't. Right.
Yeah.
Can't imagine reading a book
at all. Taking a short time to write. I can imagine it takes a while to develop it and put the words
Yeah,
together.
it
and
definitely
exactly what
does.
you want to say. And then you get writer's block. I'm sure that this
There's
takes
writing
into
and
effect.
rewriting, and I mean, you have other people looking at it and stuff, giving you ideas, and of course, when you have other people giving you ideas, it's like you take what they said, but then you kind of just do what you want to do anyways, you know.
Did you ever get somebody like give you feedback and you're just like, no?
Yeah, like
I
that.
don't.
Like, did you even read it?
Yeah,
no, I've
like,
gotten
no.
people like
This
that,
is what
yeah.
I wanted to say. Like,
yeah.
no, I don't want to.
Yes, yeah. This is
like,
exactly what I wrote it like. That's what I wanted it to
Right.
be. Like,
if you don't like it, fuck you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I wrote it.
get out of here. What are you doing here, Mom? No.
See, that's my problem. Is I get too personally attached with shit that I write that I don't want to show anybody.
So you can't be married to it, though. You know
That's
what
the
I mean?
problem.
You just,
Yeah.
you really can't.
And it's kind of like same thing with recording music. You can't overthink things.
Right.
And
Yep.
just you get it done and put it out.
'Cause there's
And
always
try not to
gonna-
overthink and
Yeah.
overanalyze.
Yeah, because there's always going to be people who are going to be like, oh, no, this isn't good, or like, are you sure you want to do it this way? But like, if you have something to say, that's how you want to say it. I mean, yeah, there's like little tweaks you can make here and there, grammatically or with music, like a little bit of a different chord or something like that, whatever. But ultimately, it comes down to what are you trying to say? Get it out there. You can't always just take all this information from everybody else because it's just going to mess with your head.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the quickest amount of time it's taken you to write a book, and what's the longest amount of time?
Oh, man. Okay. So definitely the longest amount of time it's taken me to write a book was I started writing a book when I was 18 or 19. And I just finished it about a couple of years ago when I was 26.
Oh, wow.
I finished it. So, not even, 26. So, like, that took me, like, 8 years, essentially. And that's because, like, I write it, and then I'm like, I put it down, I start some other stuff, and then I come back to it. That's going to be a novel that's going to be coming out after this one I'll probably be doing. So, yeah, that one took me forever. The poetry stuff is something that I kind of do just a lot anyways. I keep, like, notebooks filled with it whenever I feel like I got to get something out. And then I like to just kind of compile them every once in a while into a book.
So are you a paper and pen guy, or are you on the computer type
I'm a
person?
paper and pen guy when it comes to poetry or like sometimes short stories. But I write like web plays, screenplays, and like regular stage plays. With that, I usually just go straight to the computer because format wise for me, setting it up how it has to look when I print it eventually for the actors to look at it's easier for me to do on the computer rather than me like writing in format.
And it's so much easier to edit.
Exactly. Yeah. And
when you're scribbling and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I was always like, I have to keep a hard copy in case like my computer like dies or freezes or something like that. But like now I just keep so many different like USBs and stuff. I just plug all those in and just like
nowadays with cloud services.
Yeah, with the cloud services, you can't lose anything really. I mean,
even when you try to like.
Yeah.
Texts from your ex or something.
Yeah. Why are these still here? I got rid of those pictures.
So do you walk around with like a notebook and pen in your?
I do actually
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be writing some shit about us now.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna be.
Dear Diary.
Yeah.
Those
You ever had
guys.
These guys.
You ever had that, like, you're laying in bed and all of a sudden you just wake up and have to write it down?
Oh yeah, that's why I like to keep a pen and paper by the bed, so in case like I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, oh my god, I have to get this out. Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta get it out because it'll drive me nuts.
Because in the
Or
morning
I'll
you'll
wake up,
forget
I'll
it.
forget it. Yeah, it's the worst. I'm like, what was this awesome thing?
Can you go right back to sleep after you write it down?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You know what? For
wouldn't
me,
be
I
able
get
to.
like 4 to 6 hours sleep, and I'm good. So.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
About that, yeah.
If that.
You know.
Yeah, right. If that, because it's like, I don't know. I always feel like I have to be doing something. So sleep is like get a little bit of rest, then I'm up, I'm ready to go.
Usually am doing something.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
For me to write, like if I wake up in the middle of the night, I would never be able to fall back to sleep.
Oh, because you'd be up. You'd be like,
I'd be
I
up
gotta,
thinking
like,
about
just
it.
keep doing
you know,
it. Yeah.
just kind of, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like if you don't get up and write it, you're going to sit there in your head and thinking over in your head anyways.
Yeah, you'll be laying there just thinking about it and everything. There have been times I've gotten up. It's like 2 in the morning. And I'm like, I have to just like keep writing. Like I got to get up. I got to write something out. Like I can't like stop. Or like if I had to draw something. Like sometimes you get these images too. You know what I mean?
Chris LePage is checking. He says, don't let any of this distract you from the fact that in 1972, a crack commando team was sent to prison for a crime they didn't commit.
Is that the A-team?
Yeah.
Nice, Chris. Good to hear from you, buddy.
That's awesome.
And we got the Dabsinator checking in on Twitch, too, saying hello. So hello out there to the Dabsinator. Was she the one that was fake giving us money the other day? Somebody from Twitch was giving us fake money the other day.
It was
Never
fake?
really, it never really happened.
Bitcoin.
Like,
No, I'm just
Bitcoin.
I wish.
Litecoin.
Right.
We want Litecoin. But yeah, which is actually taking a drastic dip. Big
Is
time.
it?
But yeah,
I don't really
it's
pay attention that much to the
certainly
cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I
stuff. I don't know
mushed
what's
it.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. You chicken mushed it. As soon as chicken got involved, that's when it went downhill.
That's when it went
The whole
down.
entire cryptocurrency just tanked once
They're
I
like,
got
what
involved.
happened?
You just, when it comes to crypto, and if anybody out there is into cryptocurrency, you just set it and forget it, and forget it was even there. And maybe in about 5 years from now, you can actually
Be
make
something.
a couple $1,000.
Yeah, I donated.
You donated. That's
It was a donation.
But that's the A-Team. Wow, that was the opening from the A-Team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, Chris is a funny dude. Chris, you gotta come on here someday.
Yeah, Chris, if you're available, man, come on. It'd be great to hang and talk and
Yeah.
chop it up about the Yankees too. Talk some sports. Are you into sports at all, Mike?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
into sports. I watch baseball, football. You know, my teams are. So I like the Yankees,
Okay, right on.
of course. The Bills are my Buffalo, or
Sorry to hear that.
team. Yeah, I know. I
You're
know.
from upstate New York, though. It's
Exactly. So it's like I was brainwashed at an early age. Like that's it. This is your team. But
This
yeah,
is not the Cowboys.
basketball,
yeah. I watch mostly like college basketball.
college basketball.
Yeah, like SU and a few different games here and there.
Yeah.
I never really pay attention that much to like the NBA. I don't know. I always thought growing up, I'm like, oh, Chicago Bulls because like Michael Jordan. I'm like, yeah, but no,
Not anymore.
not
You
anymore.
Gave up on the NBA.
I gave up on the NBA.
Yeah.
You guys? What do
I
do?
love the NBA.
You love the NBA?
Yeah, I
Who's your
definitely
team?
follow it. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a Knicks fan,
Knicks?
but I'm
Okay.
an all New York
I
sports
tried to get
fan.
into the Knicks. Like I just like got the app at 2, and I was like, oh yeah, the Knicks. But
Well,
I
you're
just couldn't do it
you're a
again.
Bills fan, so you're pretty much right along with the Knicks.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Although
pretty
the
much.
Knicks haven't been in the playoffs longer than since the Bills have. I mean,
Oh man, I did not know that.
but I'm a Celtics fan.
Celtics,
Diehard
really?
Celtics
Okay.
fan since I was like a kid.
yeah.
So, but I like the sport altogether. So I'll watch other teams.
I like
play.
players too, right? We root for players
Yep.
around here too.
Well, back in the day, I used to be like into like the Seattle SuperSonics when they had
Seattle
Sean
Supersonics.
Kemp and what's his name, the Glove,
Seattle
you know,
Supersonics.
Xavier McDaniels, those guys.
the X-Man.
The X-Man. Yep.
Crafted Champ wants to know if Chicken wants to have sex
Oh.
on
do you?
Twitch. So send a picture. Hit up our text line. It's
Twitch sex.
315
There you go.
351-2940. Send a picture of
I
yourself.
feel like that is like me having sex, twitching.
The page said he would absolutely love to come on, guys. So, yeah, you should come on, Chris. I think it'd be great to chop it up with you, man. It'd be good just to see. I haven't seen you in years. So
Yeah, he's a ball breaker too, man. It'd be fun to have him come on.
yeah.
Awesome.
You said you're a baseball fan. Are you catching any of the games?
Yeah, I've been
since
watching a few of the
opening
games,
games
yeah.
going on yesterday.
Yeah.
Yankees blew one yesterday,
yeah, I know.
unfortunately.
Against the was it the Blue Rays?
The Blue Jays.
Blue Jays.
Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one,
But who knows? They got a lot of promise. There's some.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm excited about.
They just
them.
need a bullpen to hold that lead. And that was very un-Robertson-like of him yesterday to blow that game. But we'll see. They're gonna send you a picture, chicken. So all right, send a picture. Woo. It's on the text line 351-2940, 315 area code. So send it up. Let us, chicken's in the neighborhood. if he's in the neighborhood, he'll be down. So we're pimping you out, chicken.
He's going to get on Bumble.
Flack, show everybody you've been going to the gym.
What's that?
It's Flack, show everybody you've been going to the gym. See?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
See?
Tickets to the gun show.
That right there is going to get
it's
you
on a
some
delay,
ass.
so I have no idea what I just,
That's going to get you some ass.
That's my strong hand.
Yep. We want to thank everybody for checking in.
It's also my girlfriend, too.
Oh, Rosie.
Oh. Okay.
There's been a few people checking in, so I want to thank everybody. And if everybody could just share this video or clip a little piece and send it to us or whatever, and please help spread the word of Disruption Network. And also your podcast as well, Breaking Bread.
Breaking Bread with Mike and Tom.
I keep wanting to say Breaking Bad.
Bad. I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a few people say that, too. They're like, oh.
Was that a big show you were into?
Breaking Bad? Yeah, I like that show a lot.
Me
Kidding
too.
me? Bryan Cranston? I mean,
Yeah.
how can you go wrong,
Whatever happened with the kid that played Jesse Pinkman? What's his name? Aaron, whatever. Aaron whoever.
I don't remember.
Is he in anything else?
I've seen him in a few movies. What movie was it just recently? I seen him in that weird movie. It's called Spring Break.
Spring Breakers?
Did you ever see that?
Was that one? No, I didn't see that one. With James Franco.
Yeah,
was in
James
that.
Franco.
Selena Gomez.
I think it was that one.
Bunch of other people.
I think he was in that one.
I don't know.
I feel like we could look that up.
Well, we got a picture coming up. We'll send it in a second. So we're gonna, Chicken, you're gonna have a date coming up. This is This is better than Tinder for you, Chicken.
Have you guys used the dating apps?
No. I don't need to.
He had me.
I don't need to.
But he makes me go on Tinder.
Oh.
But he hasn't done anything on it.
It was either that or get my asshole waxed. So.
Well.
He hasn't done any of it yet, though.
No, he hasn't. What are you doing here?
I'm on there. I got pictures on there. Talked to a few people. I didn't write anything
Go get a green
Have you been
screen?
talking to people on there?
I've met a few people.
Have you?
But, I haven't written anything my bio or any of that bullshit.
What?
I think we need to do a live Tinder show on the D.
Dude, do it.
Live Tinder.
Do it. If we do that, we got to get my buddy Tom. He's a master at Tinder.
Is he?
I swear he is.
So what makes him a master? He's just like...
Dude, he's just always getting dates. I don't know. He always uses Tinder. I think he uses this new thing called Bumble or something.
Yeah, a friend of mine just met somebody off
it's like
of
another
there.
dating app or something.
My problem is
Not for the...
It's the drama. I don't want the drama.
Okay.
What's Bumble is the one where the girl asks the guy or something?
She has to talk to him or something
She has to talk to him?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that being any fun. Because you're going to just kind of
It's a Sadie Hawkins dance. What do you mean?
Chicken, I got your picture.
It's like the farmers only. Oh my god! A friend of mine
right, yeah, they got a bunch of weird.
We've
ones
seen the
now.
commercials, so we're like, all right, let's just go on there for shits and giggles, see what's up. And
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, some of them look like farm animals.
Wow. Oh, okay. All right.
I was like, wow, okay.
You've been with your girl for a while, right?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
about the last 2 years now.
2 years?
So yeah, we're gonna get married this June. So.
Oh, cool! Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very
wow,
much.
a McNamara wedding.
It's gonna be big.
Have you had Mrs. McNamara's Irish cream?
No.
She makes it every Christmas.
What?
Yeah, they used to bring it to me all the time. Every year.
Really?
Christmas, it was like a McNamara tradition.
No, I don't think I've had that.
No,
Yeah.
make sure they come around the holidays. They make this Irish cream. It's great. I think they use Jameson.
I'm gonna have to ask her about it. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, tell me you want the famous McNamara.
The famous McNamara
Irish cream.
Maybe
Okay.
you haven't been accepted yet. I don't know. What's up?
Yeah, maybe they don't like you yet.
Secretly.
I knew it.
Don't waste the good stuff
That
on
explains
them.
it.
Give him the Sambuca.
No, you got to try that stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is.
It'll
And
get you there?
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
creeps up on you. And they do it up.
Oh man.
Oh, they're sending you pictures, chicken.
Whoa.
Crafty champ over here. Oh well, you're
Crafty
not gonna
champ.
really like this picture. But
I seriously hope it's a woman.
it don't look like it. I don't know what it looks like, but Crafty champ, you're not getting any money because
I'm allergic to nuts.
So talk about your wedding, man. Are you doing this big thing? I feel like because you know the McNamara family's huge.
I do. Yeah.
Right?
No,
That's
they
a
are huge.
giant family.
Physically.
It is.
So you
yeah,
have
yeah, they're tall.
So that's
yeah.
you got to entertain these people.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a good time. We're having it up at the Three Steeples Barn, which is in Paris, New York. It's this really nice rustic barn behind the church there, but they're not like affiliated with it, whatever. So we're gonna have the old main's gonna be the band.
Great band.
Mike Mack's gonna help us get like the kegs and wines and stuff like that, and it's gonna be a good time. We're having Zana's cater it. Which
They're
is,
awesome.
Yeah,
Best.
they're amazing. So good. But we're excited. It's gonna be good.
Good food, good music.
Good food,
yeah.
good music.
That's all you need.
And that's what a wedding should be. These people that go and make these like extravagant
things.
weddings, and they just stress
Too
the
much,
shit out of
man.
themselves. Like, have fun, get a good band, get some good food, and relax and enjoy your day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and we're doing like a relatively small as you can with having big families like wedding. So it's a lot of fun, and
That's gonna be a party.
it's gonna be a huge party.
That's gonna be a party.
There's definitely gonna turn into like a music party too, because all of them are like musically
They're all
inclined,
musicians,
Yeah, so
They're all musicians.
that's gonna be a good time. I'm
Chris
excited.
McNamara is gonna be blowing his horn.
Oh yeah, his sax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Craig plays guitar.
Yeah,
and
he's gonna be playing banjo actually. there.
Banjo?
Yeah.
Mike's like the only one that doesn't play anything.
No, I don't think he
doesn't
does.
play
Yeah.
anything. But he's been holding it down in Nail Creek, man. I got to
Heck
give
yeah.
him some love and respect.
He's the man. Yeah.
Mike's been holding it down there, and we've had a couple things that we worked with him on down at Nail Creek, and he's so easy to work with, and he gets things done. And
super chill guy, but like definitely like keeps on task. You know. Yeah.
Looks like the dude.
Looks like the
Looks
dude.
like the dude. Yeah.
Just
He
like
does.
He is the dude.
Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, it's the dude.
Nail Creek, man, I think they're coming up with a 10-year anniversary soon. Is it like 10 years? It's got to be close, man.
Yeah.
Coming up soon.
Remember we used to throw the basketball hoop over there and play basketball? Like, they were just getting going at that time.
They just opened up. You know?
Wow.
We used to do a lot
Just
of
played
things
basketball in that parking lot.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's
when they
kinda
first
cool.
paved it.
Yeah, it was like
When they first paved it.
every Tuesday night we'd throw a hoop right over the fence and we'd play, and everyone parked their cars around us.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was
They
fun.
should bring that back.
Well,
There's
it's way
nowhere.
too busy
it's
now.
Too busy now.
Yeah, no, I
it's,
figured.
it's slamming over there
Yeah.
now. You know, they
Which
got
is
so
great.
many great bars over there too. I mean,
Yep.
between Celtic Harp and O'Donnell's and Lucan's and the winery, and then down to Sickenburger. And
What do you guys usually do when you go down there? What do you
I
hit
go to
up
O'Donnell's.
first?
And
O'Donnell's,
Wakely's.
yeah.
We can't forget about Wakely's. I've been actually hanging out at Wakely's a lot because
Yeah.
it's my old stomping grounds.
Oh, okay.
So I've been hanging out there a lot.
And they're super
And they're
accommodating.
super cool. So
Yeah.
the last, we were there just this weekend actually.
They're a great whiskey bar, aren't they?
Great
Yeah,
whiskey.
but
Like a ton
I
of
love
whiskey, yeah.
good fresh UC coming out of there, like $3 I think it is for a small, like giving you a nice ice glass. I mean, for me that's perfect because I usually don't drink draft beer, but I will drink their draft beer.
Yeah.
Friday after our fundraiser, we started at the winery and then ended up over at Wakely's and then went down to the Varick and then over
Yep.
O'Donnell's. And by the time I got to O'Donnell's, I was like, that's when I realized I'm too old and I got to go home.
See, I went a different route. I went
a different route.
I went to
You had to go
winery,
home.
then I went over to Nail Creek for a while. We went over and had a few there. Then we went over to Wakely's, and then I bounced.
You had to bounce. He had to bounce. But it was fun. It was a great time to hang out and see
Yeah.
everybody. I saw a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while. And I haven't really done the Varick Street Shuffle in years.
I'm there every week. So I work
great.
at O'Donnell's.
Oh, okay.
So this
So
was my-
funny thing about O'Donnell's, right? I never go in there that much, but when I do, it's always a bunch of Frankfurt people. Like everybody from Frankfurt.
Really?
Like, yeah. Like anytime. Like I've only gone in there
That's
maybe
probably
once
why you
or
don't
twice.
go there.
Yeah. I'm like I know everybody here. I'm like.
I gotta give them props too, though. They got a couple cooks in there now that are really turning out some great food, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Chip's always had great food. He just never stuck with it.
Yeah, but they got a killer menu now.
Good.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I'm like looking at it, I'm going, trying to be skeptical, but kid made a killer burger and made some great wings, and
That's awesome.
so I
Have to check 'em out.
Michelle had an open face meatloaf sandwich.
Wow.
It was
Ooh, that
really
sounds good.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
really good stuff in there.
No more food talk. I'm
Lobster
getting hungry.
mac and
I know,
cheese.
right?
Like, Jesus.
No more food talk. But we'll be down there a lot this summer too with all the creative concert shows and Slightly Stupid and Taking Back Sunday. Dark
Taking Back
Star.
Sunday's coming back?
Yeah, they're coming
Awesome.
back.
I missed
and
them
there's
last
just
year.
Lots.
Who's the
Dirty
metal band that
Heads.
played with them last year?
Can't remember. All That Remains.
No, it was like As I Lie Dying.
As I Like That.
Oh, As I Lay Dying.
They
they're
were
awesome
killer, man.
Too,
That
man.
was
As I
like, really
Lie Dying.
impressive.
So good.
I get them confused because there's too many
Half a sentence
Well,
long.
it's three letters.
We come
Or
as
three
Romans.
words.
Well, they're like
kind of-
bands named after like novels and stuff. Like
Okay.
As I Lay Dying is like a William Faulkner novel.
is it?
So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a band called Catcher in the Rye yet.
There should be.
There should be like a metal band.
Let's
you know?
start a band, guys.
Well, like All That Remains, and then there's
Right, yeah. Yeah.
As It Lay Dying. What's
Yep.
the one that you just mentioned?
That was what I just mentioned.
No, the Horizon.
Bring on the horizon.
Oh, bring me the horizon. Which actually they got their
A
name.
Day to
I Come as
Remember.
Romans. And,
Oh
yeah.
right, yeah, I Come as Romans. Yeah,
A Day to Remember.
Yeah, it's all these
Yep.
like half a sentence long
Yeah.
names now.
The story thus far. That's another
That's
band.
another
one.
Yeah. Yep.
Look
How
what
do
the
they
cat
generate?
dragged in. No.
How do they generate these names? Well, like you said, book titles, but some
Right.
of them aren't just book titles.
Yeah.
I like the old names, like Fudge Tunnel. You know,
You would like Fudge
Tunnel.
Tunnel.
Yeah, you would
Surfers.
like-
Yeah, Fudge Tunnel. Fudge Tunnel. I like Fudge Tunnel. I'm gonna
Butthole
clip that one
surfers.
for the day chicken.
There we go.
Admitting you like the Fudge Tunnel. I never even heard Fudge Tunnel.
You never heard of Buzzcocks?
Well, Buzzcocks. Yeah.
Buzzcocks, yeah.
I never heard Fudge Tunnel.
You never heard Fudge Tunnel? They're like an old like skate type band.
I don't think I want to.
Fudge
hear
Tunnel.
Fugazi. Yeah, there was like tons of old weird name bands.
Yeah.
You ever hear Psycho Stick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Psycho
They
Stick.
got the beer song.
Yeah, they're a little gimmicky.
Yep.
What was
yep.
the other one?
I like,
Psycho Bitches from Hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like Municipal Waste. Do you listen to Municipal Waste at all?
No,
They're
I think
kind
I've
of-
heard of them.
They're
but-
bringing back the old thrash metal
Oh, that's
vibe
kinda
to
cool.
it. I'm totally into what Municipal Waste
Yeah.
is doing these days, and they're bringing back the whole party vibe too.
Cool, man.
I used to like
metal
Anal
and
Lesions. They were a really good band. Fuck
Fudge
two
Tunnel,
blowjob. You know.
Mike O'Connor and the Prolapses,
They're my backup singers.
Buster Hyman and the Penetrators. We could go on and on.
Oh man.
We did a whole podcast one time and just band names we could come up
Yeah.
with.
That's gotta be
Was
a
it one
blast.
Spermicide Mustache?
Spermicide mustache, sandpaper hand job.
Oh man.
We could go on for days. But it's always fun to do this. We got to do this. I want to come on Breaking Bread with you guys.
Yeah,
Maybe we should come
absolutely.
and interrupt your day one of these days on your podcast. And
That'd be
like,
awesome.
Hey guys, how are you? Where do you do it at?
My house actually.
Right, your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have like any equipment pretty much. We have like just a mini recorder, and basically we take that and we just MP3 it and
Oh, cool.
edit it and all on the computer.
But
and
it's so
stuff.
easy to do it that way.
It is.
You know,
It's so simple, and you could take it anywhere if you wanted to. So.
I tell these guys all the time, the power's right here.
Yeah.
The power's right here. You can do so much.
So
you
much
can
right
learn
there.
so much
Oh, yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
All you got to do is Google something.
Yeah.
Or watch a YouTube video.
And that's
or
the best way to
whatever.
just do it. I mean, people think they got to be fancy or anything
Right.
like that. It's nothing. It's just like get started. That's
You
it.
don't
Get
have to
moving.
rely on people. You just do it yourself.
Right.
You just text and you get up Google or,
Yeah.
or Wikipedia or any of those,
Yeah.
any kind of information sites, and you can do it yourself.
You want to do something, do it.
Exactly.
You know.
I was just watching a movie last night with my mother, and they were talking about calling information.
Yeah. Oh, like
Holy
a
crap!
411.
That's like I remember when that was a thing.
Man.
Now it's Google.
Yep. Yep.
Used to be able to call information to give you.
411.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
I don't know.
411. Yeah.
Let's call it. No. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Right.
Is it? I think it's still a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, but now
Or like remember they had like the highway one. You drive down the highway. It says call 511. I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. For information on the state or whatever.
Yeah,
unless-
if you get locked down or
Right,
broken
yeah.
down or something
Yeah.
like that.
That made me think, like, what did they do? Like I was watching a couple years ago during Halloween. I like to do a whole big marathon, like everybody does, you know. And I was watching the Children of the Corn, you know. And you know how those guys get stuck, like, in the town every day. So I'm like, if they had a cell phone, they could probably just, get out, do something, like, call somebody. But, like, no phones. Nobody had
They
anything.
didn't have cell phones in the 70s,
Yeah,
pal.
I know, but I was thinking nowadays, like, it'd be this. I don't know if it would be like a moot point almost, but it would be probably something else. Like, oh, the cell phone towers are disrupted.
Right.
But,
Like, you know how many horror movies could have been diverted by cell phone? You know, like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
GPS, they wouldn't have gotten lost.
Right,
you
yeah.
know?
Wrong turn? Nope, I got it.
Yeah, right.
Last house on the left? No, it's not that one.
I'll go to another one. Let me Google this house. Yeah, I don't think so. There's a murder here. So, Amityville? No.
Yeah, right. Let's not go.
Is that the style of movies you're into? You're into horror flicks and stuff? Or?
I like horror flicks. I used to hate them. I used to really hate them. And but one year I was just like, no, I got to get into these things. And so I started watching them, and also as I started watching like the show Supernatural, like they break down how horrors work. So it's always like, what does the demon ghost thing want? Killer, what do they want? Once you kind of figure that out, it's like, oh, okay, this is what this story is about. It's not always like the in your face like stuff, It's more story oriented, which spoke to me as a writer. So I guess that's why I kind of like.
It's funny you mentioned that. When I went to Vegas recently, I was sitting on a plane next to a writer from Supernatural. And she
Get
was
outta
there was
here.
a Supernatural convention going on at the time, and we got talking to her, and she was super cool.
Oh,
I had no idea what Supernatural was.
Oh, really? Okay.
No
Man,
idea.
they're on like their 13th season.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for years.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I don't know. I am so not into pop culture. You know, I'm so stuck in my bubble sometimes. You know, I like to explore out of my bubble.
Yeah.
Well, musically, I definitely explore out of my bubble. I love all different types of music. I'm not stuck in just one realm.
Right.
But when it comes to like TV and movies and stuff like that, I don't.
I see. I'm really picky when it comes to movies and TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of like I don't actually write, but I big into like movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, like one of the things that like with horror films, I always have like a hyperactive, imagination. So like, as a young kid, it used to like freak me out. Like this could be possible. Like well, the one I hated was Final Destination because like this could happen.
Yeah.
Like all this weird, not like by a demon, but like just
coincidental stuff. Because it wasn't actually a demon in Final Destination. It was just like it was death. So it was like fate.
Right, they cheated death. And it was
right, they cheated it, so it has to like make up for it somehow.
And like now, it's like I don't like them because they're so cheesy.
They've gotten bad.
You know, like you're looking for that like scare, and you're like, this isn't quite doing it for me, man. Like there's so many. Like I like Stephen King's 3/4 of the way done.
Right.
And then like at the end, he just shits the bed, and like I'm like he ruined it for me. He ruined The Stand for me. It's like the endings just suck. And everyone's like, well, you got to read the book. Well, I'm not gonna read.
I don't read it.
I'm not gonna read.
What don't you understand? But even comedies though nowadays, like a lot of things have just gone downhill. There's not like, they're all rehashed, or it's like the same movie that was
no more
like 3 years ago.
creativity.
Yeah, it's like Hollywood runs out of ideas once in a while. And they're like, okay, wait, you know what? We had a good idea 5 years ago. Let's do that again.
Or you see it like they foreshadow way too much. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna see this coming up. You know,
or
so
they put everything in the trailer. That's the movie right there.
Yep.
Like you didn't even have to go see the movie. Everything good happened in the trailer.
Right.
See, now like
there's a few of those.
Yeah.
Like a movie like when I first watched Sixth Sense. I like that because it wasn't a horror movie. I mean, it had like that chill, like
because it was a suspense
spooky
movie.
thing to it. But like I liked the way it wrapped it all up in the end.
M. Night Shyamalan, that's when he was coming up. You know?
Made you think about it. Like the movie Them. Like, I thought it was kind of boring through the whole first part of it, and then you realize what happens at the end. You're like, oh, that's kind of a cool twist.
Yeah.
So you can have kind of like a fairly shitty movie, but if you got a really good ending,
those are like the moves with the hooks. You know, that's what you need. That's what you want. And then they wrap it up in a way that's cohesive. It's not always like, oh, gotcha, or like or you figured it out early, but it's like, oh my god, wow. So that's actually was that thing. You know,
and you almost have to watch it again.
Yeah.
That's how it was,
get other things.
Like with Sixth Sense and Them.
Yeah.
Like I had to rewatch it again. So I'm like, oh, so this is now you're picking up why this happened and why.
I feel like that's how you know it's like a good movie. You have to watch it a couple times and you pick up on a bunch of different things. You know,
absolutely.
It's always great.
Yeah, people get mad at me at some of the movies or shows that I never watch. Like one thing I dislike is when people tell me you have to watch this. You have to watch this.
Then it makes you not want to watch
it. I'm not going to watch it. If you tell me I have to do this, I'm not. Chances are I'm not going to do it unless it's something detrimental to my health.
Yeah.
You know, like people get mad when I don't watch The Walking Dead. I'm like, sorry. It's just like
I'm not into zombies.
Right.
I'm not either.
I'm not either.
You know?
I'm not either. I hate, like I said, the cheesy factor.
Yeah.
I liked it because it gets more into like survival.
Yeah. I've heard like the story level is pretty great. You know, and I like that it came from a graphic novel, which is really cool. But like I don't know, just I've never been like the zombie guy.
Same
you
here.
know?
Yeah. And vampires, they ruined vampires and werewolves.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
They overdid it with them.
Vampires.
Well, and then they started romanticizing them and all this other crap, and you're like,
yep.
No.
Yep. Nope.
Twilight crap.
Oh, that was the worst. Those weren't vampires.
I've never seen it, so I can't tell you.
Don't even.
There's a bunch out there though.
Yeah.
I just watch.
I think the one with Anne Rice killed it first. The one with
Anne
Brad,
Rice?
the one with
She
Brad
like-
Pitt and Tom Cruise. Oh, that
Interview
was
with the
garbage.
Vampire?
That was garbage.
Anne Rice created like the new gothic, the new
right, that
genre
romanticized, romanticized, vampires, and it's like, no, man, vampires are like Lost Boys, where they rip your throat out.
Yeah, Lost Boys
now
are
that's a vampire to
30
me.
Days a Night.
There you go.
Brought back the scare factor. You don't know?
I have no
Dude,
idea.
you got. All right, don't ever see that.
You'll
movie
get mad
ever,
hanging out with
okay?
me just for you'll mention these movies. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I like Star Wars.
Never seen it.
No,
I'm just kidding. Yeah,
It's a new movie.
Oh, okay.
I like all the Star Wars. I'm into that.
Star Wars, Star Trek.
I was a big Trek.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
I like
Star Wars.
Star Trek.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Star Trek hands down over Star Wars any day.
I do a little both.
I mean, like, I like them both, but like
Yeah.
Star Wars to me kind of jumped the ship. Like when they went and did all the prequels and it was like CGI fest.
Yep.
Star Trek I like because you had all those years of TV shows, and then you had the movies, and then you had the jump off TV shows.
They did way too much Star Trek, I thought.
I didn't get into the like,
It was
super
too much.
Deep Space Nine, but I did watch
Yeah.
Next Generation. It was a great, great show.
The thing I heard the coolest about Star Trek recently, I was looking at a couple articles on popularscience.com, and that show, when it was starting out, they actually had like scientists from NASA and from like Caltech and stuff like that come onto the set and like help with the writers and such, essentially, and also to look at like how the Enterprise, like where the captain sat and stuff, like how it was built and stuff, because like that design they used in a rocket, an actual like I forget which one, but like they had like these NASA guys, like actually like this show is almost pretty much legit,
And that's why I wonder if there would be a Star Wars without Star Trek. I mean, because Star Trek came out what, the '60s?
Probably.
Yeah.
You know what I
You're
mean?
probably right there. And I
Yep.
imagine that did influence George Lucas.
And,
Yeah.
I'm a Captain Kirk fan. Spock.
Yeah.
Like the originals.
Yeah.
I like the originals better than the Next Generation. But the Next Generation still had a lot of great characters and a lot of great storylines. And then now they're rebooting them all over again. And,
Yep.
And it's
J.J. Abrams doing his thing with them.
You can watch
Yep.
Star Trek on like MeTV or one of those
Oh, yeah.
digital
Yep.
cable
Yep.
networks that are out there.
You get those on the bunny ears. and
Bravo
stuff.
or
Yeah,
whatever
right, yeah,
on the
Bravo.
bunny ears.
Well, you get the antennas, right? You
Yeah,
know,
it's
like-
free cable for
Yeah.
me. I like it.
and I think that's why I liked the Star Trek better, because you had the shows.
Yeah.
So each show was a different storyline, different, you know what I mean? Whereas like Star Wars, you're just dealing with
all
the movies.
one- yeah.
And it's one story being told
Yeah.
throughout like many different segments.
The thing with Star Wars, I think that really gets people though is like they have like the kung fu element to it. There's always like a mindset thing you have to have. There's like battles and like Star Trek is more, I feel like, more brainy stuff. You know,
But
what
Captain
I mean?
Kirk hits the green girl.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
You would too, though.
Yeah.
I know I would. I love Star Wars, and they
Yeah.
got the Han Solo movie coming out really soon.
Yeah,
so
right. That's gonna be cool.
gonna be. I think that'd be pretty cool. I hope they don't ruin it. And now that Disney is on board,
Well,
it's
Disney-
cool that the whole Star Wars franchise lives on. I
Yep.
just hope they do it justice.
Right. That's,
Disney never usually does though.
Well, no, actually, I feel like the last one was good. Rogue One was awesome.
Yeah.
I
loved
like Rogue One.
Yeah, I liked
Rogue
Rogue
One was
One. That was
great.
great.
I liked the last one too. Last Jedi was good too.
I
I
still
like
haven't seen
And
it.
a lot of people are bitching about it, but I thought
Really?
it was a decent movie.
I
thought
like
it was
Rogue One
decent. There was
because
some
it-
cheesy
Yeah.
shit in it, but
Yeah.
but I thought
I
it
haven't
told the
seen
story.
it yet, but
Rogue
yeah.
One went back to like the old school way of doing it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't feel
Because it was like a flashback, wasn't it? Or like a prequel.
Well,
It
was
was
like
in between
Yeah.
New Hope and the Last Sith or Return
Right,
of the
right.
Sith. It
Which
was in
took me a
between
minute
that.
to realize till
Me
like
too.
midway through the movie. I was like, oh man, oh.
so I had to go
okay.
back and rewatch
Yeah.
it, knowing
Yeah.
that the time period it took place in.
The realism was awesome in that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
think
and that's
Rogue
why
One was
they got away
incredible.
from the CGI, and I think that I wish they
Except for the one guy, he was all CGI.
right. But I mean, like
Yeah.
it wasn't like you remember
And Leia.
Yeah.
the prequels.
Yep.
I don't even remember the names. I didn't even care about them. The one with Jar Jar Binks, but they have like
Awful.
everything was CGI. This, and
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this sucks. Like
Because they were super like, we can do this.
Yeah,
like like, they got
exactly.
too excited.
exactly. They
Yeah.
It was like a CGI orgy or something.
Yeah.
I just hope they do it justice.
Yeah.
I want to see.
That's all you
I'd
ever
like to
hope.
see that Han Solo movie do justice. And,
Yep,
and
totally.
and totally stick to
So
the
what's the
story that they're telling for the
Yep.
episode 7, 8, and 9.
How are they
Right,
gonna do the
right.
Han Solo story? Like, is it gonna be like him in his younger years, like before he met all them?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Man.
him younger, being a smuggler, young Lando Calrissian,
Cool.
young Chewbacca, all that
The
stuff.
young
It's a big-
Chewie.
The young Chewie.
He's got a beard
They
just
tell
like
the
mine.
story. They tell the story, I guess.
Is
how
Boba
they
Fett
met.
gonna be in it? Like,
I don't know. We'll see. But it's coming out really soon. I want to
Yeah.
say it's coming out like next month. I think it was
Really?
coming out in May. Yeah, the end of May.
Man.
They're going to be pumping them out one
Yeah.
after another after another.
I think
and you
there's definitely
notice,
be a ton of good movies coming out this year.
and you notice there's always a Star Wars movie right around Christmas time.
oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause they got to sell all the merchandise
Oh,
and
yeah,
all the toys
absolutely.
and the action figures.
Well, and
Did-
people come home for vacation
Yeah.
on Christmas vacation, go to movies.
Yep.
You know,
That too. That too.
Yeah.
like right around between Thanksgiving and Christmas is usually when they do it.
Yep,
Mhm.
that's true.
Yeah. Mike, this has been great, man. We're running out of a little bit of time here. Let's plug your stuff that you got going on. How could people find you? Your YouTube channel, your podcast, all that stuff.
Yeah. My YouTube channel is just type in Mike D. Burke. It pops up right there. See my picture and everything.
There it is. Smile pretty.
Hey, my books, all that information for the websites, links, stuff like that is on my Facebook page. Again, you can just plug in Mike D. Burke or at Mike David Burke. And the podcast is also going to be up on there, so it's always got stuff going on the Facebook page. That's where all my main hub is.
Awesome. I want you to know, if you have any book coming out or anything, please use us for promotion, man. And
Absolutely,
you're more than welcome to come hang out.
Yeah, I think it'd be awesome. I had a blast,
Yeah, awesome.
So,
I did too.
Yeah.
This was cool. And
Yeah.
for not knowing each other and the way this all worked out was pretty cool. It's funny because Tommy, because you had hit up a few of the the shows on the network on the instant messenger, and Tommy on Backtalk was like, who's talking to that guy, or am I dreaming all this? He didn't know what was really going on because we were talking late night last night, and he thought he was dreaming.
Oh man,
no, you're not dreaming. I got it all taken care of. But that's awesome. But we all have different shows on the network too. So if you want to come on Backtalk, please come on Backtalk and talk with Tommy Drama. And
that'd be really awesome.
If you want to talk sports with Chicken on the D line or the base
football.
line for baseball, and
awesome.
So we've got a bunch of
collaboration is what it's all about.
It
right?
is, man. I told you this yesterday too. I mean, I feel like we should all be cross promoting each other's podcasts. Everybody, if you're doing a podcast, you want to come on this show, hit us up. We would love to come on yours as well. This is how we do things. It's all about cross promotion.
You come on ours, we'll come on yours.
That's alrighty then.
It's all about cross promotion and how we do it. It's just like being in a band, really. You know, you help each other out along the way and trade gigs and stuff like that. So
I always remember it's like 6 degrees of separation too. Somebody knows somebody who knows somebody to help you out. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So.
And we're all in this together, man.
Yeah.
We are all in this
Let's
together.
hug it out, guys.
Let's do it.
We will after
Group hug.
Yes. After we stop recording, we're definitely hugging, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to hug you
use
tight.
those couches.
Oh, my God. But now it's starting to get a little freaky in here. But anyways, I want to remind everybody they can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts of VC Radio and all the great content that we have on our all brand new, spanking brand new website, DisruptionNetwork.net. You can check us out over there. Also, we got to give some love and respect out to the sponsors. When a good quality home inspection is priceless, you call Josh Amodio, 315-525-8725. I want to thank Josh for coming out, too, the other day. He came out to our Abigail fundraiser at the winery. It was good to hang out with him.
Any kind of fundraiser or charity event, Josh is always there, man.
Josh is the man. And,
Great dude.
And Josh has been in the construction business his whole life, and he knows that an important quality home inspection is priceless. Call him if you want to put your home on the market, or if you're looking to buy a home, or if you're looking just to update your home. Josh can do all that. Call him today, 315-525-8724. Also, stop down to the showroom at Steep Ponte Volkswagen. See why it's easy to do business with Steep Ponte Volkswagen. They're located at 5046 Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Check them out on the World Wide Web at steeppontevolkswagen.net. And when it comes to buying a home in the Mohawk Valley, you got to have faith. Got to have faith, faith, faith. Got to have faith, faith, faith. Coldwell Banker Faith Properties, 315-735-2222. Commercial residential properties. Log on centralnyhomes.com for complete, accurate, and up-to-date listings. And also, much love and respect to tonight's guest on Home Free Podcast tonight, Nick Pasalacqua. If you need legal help quick, you better call Nick. Call him at 315-500-NICK. Hit him up online, cnytriallaw.com. And like I said, he's going to be on Home Free tonight with Adeline.
So you know he's going to have a lot of great information.
A lot of stuff. Who knows what they're going to talk about?
Oh, I know.
I'm sure they're going to go off the rails. I'm sure it's definitely going to go off the rails.
Knowing those two? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But Nick's always fun to chop it up with, and he was on the show a couple weeks back, and it was fun to hang out with him. But him and Adeline are going to be doing it up tonight at 7 o'clock, the Home Free Podcast, like she does every Monday night. And then tomorrow morning I will be back with Back Talk and Tommy Drama. That's right around 11 o'clock. And then tomorrow's guest on EC Radio, Angela from BB Designs. Our girl Angela, who's going to be doing this mural behind us soon.
Wow.
Too.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that.
I'm really curious what she comes up with.
So you guys as little cherubs?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be good.
You're gonna see me with like a bow and arrow and like a feather.
Yeah, I want wings. I want wings and a big freaking dick. But anyways, I want like this action figure.
We gotta keep it kind of realistic.
But Angela will be in here tomorrow to talk about Flower Fest. Flower Fest coming up May 12th. I was just at a meeting today. We booked all the bands. We're going to make the announcement of the bands tomorrow when she comes in here and talk about all the cool things that are going to be happening at Flower Fest. What we're doing is we're blocking off half a night of square.
Wow.
We're blocking off half the square. We're putting a stage up by Palermo's Pizza.
Cool.
And there's going to be art all along Genesee Street from the square all the way up to Kaepernick Park, and it is Kaepernick Park.
Is it?
Yes, Colin Kaepernick Park. Not Colin, but I keep calling it Colin Kaepernick Park. But Kaepernick Park from the square, the circle, all the way up to the park. There's going to be artists and vendors, and even on Plant Street in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
Sounds amazing. When is that again?
This is May the 12th. It's a Saturday. It's going to go on at 11 o'clock, and it's going to be done at 3. So it's going to be a cool little afternoon thing, and it's Mother's Day weekend. So take your mom out. Go look at all the pretty flowers that are going to be on display. And she's got really cool things. And let me tell you, man, when Angela puts an event together, it is grade A, top-notch, unbelievable, and she has quite a team working for her. There was like 17 of us today in that meeting. So she's got it down. She knows what she's doing, PowerPoints and all that other stuff. I mean, the girl has got it together.
Yeah, she does.
She does got it together, and I'm looking forward to talking to her tomorrow.
It's awesome.
Everything is awesome. Well, Angela will be in tomorrow. Also this week, the return of Mason Jar.
Oh, what? Who?
Yeah, some
Who's
guy
he?
that used to be on the show that, I don't know, we'll see.
I've heard the name before.
I heard of him, too, once or twice. We're going to chop it up. He says he's coming in on Wednesday. We'll see. I'm still waiting to come in since October, so we'll see if he comes in. He's going to be in. Also, this week, Simple Props is going to be in there. They're going to jam out. We're going to talk Barton Mudfest with those guys. Sumner's going to be in it this week to talk Tomato Pie. And Migo, I know, is popping in. He's going to pop in when Masucci comes in. So, yeah, kind of like a reunion. EC reunion, EC radio reunion with the old school crew. So it'd be fun to chop it up with those guys.
You see what today is? The 1 year since your roast.
Oh yeah.
Well, not 1 year, but like the roast is on this day. What, 7 years ago? At Club Monarch.
Something like that.
Showed up in my Facebook page.
Showed up. Yeah. Nice.
So we got to do another one of those. I think we got to do another
Let's
roast.
find somebody else to do it.
We want to roast you again.
I've already been done, man. What more could you possibly say that wasn't said that night?
7 years ago, you got a lot more 7 years worth of shit.
It was a lot worse. I hate to tell you, it was a lot worse back then than it was today. That's the truth. You know, think about all the dirty, disgusting things I did owning a bar compared to like all the dirty, disgusting things I'm doing behind a microphone. It's like night and day. So.
Well, we can't see quite.
Let's roast you, chicken.
He doesn't have any pants on.
I knew it.
Let's roast you, chicken.
Roast the chicken?
Yeah.
Roast the chicken.
Exactly. Let's roast you.
I ain't got nothing.
You got something.
Chicken's fat with skinny legs. No, that's about it.
Oh, we could go days for you, pal. We could go for days.
All right.
Mike Burke, thanks so much for coming in, man. And like I said, you want to come back, you want to promote another book you got going on or any kind of movie you got you're filming or anything. So
absolutely, I definitely want to come back. So
hit us up,
thanks for having me.
This is a lot of fun.
Awesome, man. Thanks for coming in.
This was a lot of fun. And then we will see you tomorrow for Back Talk at 11 a.m. and then EC Radio tomorrow at 3. See you. Have a good night. Let's see. You know what the hell you're listening to?
You know what the hell you're listening to? It's EC Radio.
We are a generation of lost masculinity, and we got to start getting it back. No matter if you're straight or gay, no matter if you stick it in the front or you stick it in the rear. For the love of our sons, we've got to stick it in there like a man.
EC Radio, right here on the Disruption Network. It has certainly been a long and winding road, as the Beatles so aptly put it in the song. Tell us how it's brought you right here to this very moment.
Well, you know something bad, Rich? I feel like every moment in my life has led up to this moment right here. And EC Radio, teaming up with the Disruption Network, only here to kick ass and take names. Can you dig it, brother?
All right, 2017. You spent the past several years establishing yourself as one of the finest practitioners in radio podcasting. People want to know what to expect.
You live by the book, then you die by the book. And I'm here to throw out the rule book and break all morality code here on the Disruption Network, daily from 3 to 6, EC Radio, brother!
Utica, New York, we're coming for you Monday through Friday. Don't you dare miss it.
EC Radio.
Hey, it's Adeline Van Dyke from Coldwell Banker Faith Properties in Utica. I always get asked, why do I love real estate? It's very simple. I love my clients. I love every single thing about helping them find or sell their home. Making sure the home is solid and ready for sale or solid and ready for the buyer's inspection. To making sure that they're getting the best rate on their mortgage. Making sure they're getting the best price on their house. You know, just everything involved in the sale is vital. My absolute favorite part of real estate is when a buyer walks into the house they're going to buy. I can feel it before they even know they're loving the house. It's just that obvious. So I'd love to experience that feeling with you. So give me a call. Adeline Van Dyke, Coldwell Banker Faith Properties, 315-404-6431. Or you can find me on Facebook or visit my website at centralnewyork.com/Adeline. Thank you, and I look forward to welcoming you home.
When it's your hard-earned money on the line that you are investing into a home, it makes sense to choose a proven professional to assist you in making one of the biggest investments you may ever make. Josh's dedication of over 20 years to the home construction industry allows him to bring knowledge and experience to your doorstep. That means you can feel confident and comfortable with his service to you. Past clients love his attention to detail and thorough written reports. By allowing Priceless Inspections to help you make a well-informed decision concerning your property, you will find that a quality inspection is priceless. Follow Priceless Inspections on Facebook or call 315-525-8725.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Passalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Passalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Passalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Passalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
In the Mohawk Valley, for the best real estate service, you gotta have faith. Coldwell Banker Faith Properties, 315-735-2222 or www.centralnyhomes.com.